DC, the People's Bank, Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Matt London, Southern States Glasgow and Horse Cave.
You're watching Barren County Trojan and Trojanet basketball on BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. And always remember to follow us on Twitter at BCHS Live. Now let's head courtside for today's matchup.
Coca-Cola. And now let's go courtside to the voice of the Trojans, Jay Turner.
Well, it is the first home game of the 2016-2017 season tonight for the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes. And it's a district doubleheader tonight as they play host to Allen County Scottsville. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here courtside from Trojan Gym. Piper Lindsay in her second season started out the year with a 51-46 loss at Greene County last Tuesday, while Brad Bonds in his 10th year at Allen County Scottsville. Record of 1-1. They lost their first game of the season. That was to South Warren, one of the top two teams in the region, 59-36, and then defeated Corbin on Saturday by a score of 46-45. The Lady Patriots were 25-5 last year and 30-5 2 years ago. They went all the way to the state championship game, and Brad Bonds has had 5 straight 20-plus win seasons at Allen County Scottsville. The Lady Patriots have won 13 straight. Last year is 46-31 in a regular season game, 59-30 the second time. And in the district tournament, Barren County almost pulled off a huge upset, losing just by 2 to the Lady Patriots. And Barren County's last win was during the 2011-2012 season. And tonight, Robert, the Lady Patriots have got 2 very good post players. They're only sophomores, and Sarah Sutton and Mason Towery. Sutton ranked the number 10 player in the region, and she's averaging almost 20 points a game in the first 2 ball games.
She's going to be a tough matchup for us because she's a very physical basketball player. We can't let her post and play with her back to the basket and get good position underneath. We have to make her shoot the 15-footer like Perrion did. Perrion just hit it at Greene County the other night, and really that was one of the main reasons we ended up losing that basketball game. The girl we do not want to shoot the 15-footer is the Towery girl who you spoke of. She came home for them last year. She was very good towards the end of the year especially, and she has that real capability to make that 15-footer. And that's, like I said, that's what hurt us, and we have to keep her from doing that. They are shaky at the ball handling position, though. They had a ton of turnovers the other night. I think they had 26 turnovers against South Warren. They lost the leading assist getter in school history in Brooks last year. So that loss will, be a big negative for them until they find somebody that can really handle the ball, and our pressure can cause them fits with, turning it over, I think.
Mm-hmm. 4 seniors lost of Allen County Scottsville's team last year. 2 of those included Savannah Gregory, who averaged 18 points a game, who went on to Campbellsville University, where she's redshirted this year due to an injury. And Jordan Brooks also averaged in double figures last year for Coach Brad Bonds. We're 10 minutes away from tip-off. The Trojanettes Lady Patriots here in Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. We'll come back with more pregame coverage in a moment, as our pregame report is brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. New store opening soon in Glasgow. We'll be back with more Trojanettes and Lady Patriots as you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
I go.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on YouTube BCHS Live, Facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live.
The Barren County STLP program is one of the most successful clubs in school history. With a tradition of succeeding at the state level competition, this program strives on enhancing the are why the Barren County Student Technology Leadership Program has been awarded the BCHS Live December Club Spotlight.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production group that is here to broadcast various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights in media and live broadcasting. BCHS Live is involved in all forms of social media. You can find us on youtube.com/BCHS Live, facebook.com/BCHS Live Network, or on Twitter at BCHS Live. BCHS Live, here to bring you everything BCHS anywhere you want it.
The doubleheader, and then following night we go to Monroe County for a big district doubleheader in Tompkinsville. 7.5 minutes away from tip-off, and we'll come back with more pregame coverage in a moment in the McDonald's pregame report. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own production of various types of events. Founded in 2015 by 5 BCHS students, we are here to set new heights.
Bank.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube or Facebook. BCHS Live is Barren County's own live production.
Boy doubleheaders tonight. Monroe County at Clinton County, Edmonson County at Davis County, Greene County's at Hart, Cumberland at Metcalf, Greenwood at Russell County tonight, Franklin Simpson's at South Warren, and also, let's see, well, it's actually a doubleheader at Glasgow tonight. Bowling Green girls against the Lady Scotties in Game 1, and then Somerset, the Briar Jumpers, coming over to take on the Scotties in Game 2 in that boys contest. As we mentioned, Greene County at Hart County tonight. That is a district game in District 18. A couple of girls' games tonight. Owensboro Catholic at Warren Central. Butler County is at Warren East. And a few boys' games tonight. E-Town is at Bowling Green. Logan County at Ohio County. Warren Central's at Owensboro. And Warren East at Russellville. Checking out a few scores from JV and freshman basketball. Monday night, this was last night, JV boys, Allen County Scottsville beat Barren County 36-22. In the freshman game, it was Barren County 33, Allen County Scottsville 30. Middle school boys basketball last night, 8th grade, Barren County defeated Caverna 50-12. And then this past Saturday in JV girls basketball, Barren County beat Warren East 38-34. Freshman girls basketball, Barren County 41, Warren East 21. And in bowling, Daviess County beat the girls and boys bowling teams 5-1 in the girls and 6-1 in the boys. About 3.5 minutes away from the tip-off, Trojanettes and Lady Patriots. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. For Coach Brad Bonds, his assistant coaches are Jeff Rippey, Devin Stovall, and Wendy Bonds. He'll start Rayanne Stafford, a 5'2 senior, averages 3 points a game in the first 2 ball games. Kaylee Mutter, a 5'4 junior, who has not scored in either of the 2 games so far. Sarah Sutton, a 5'11 sophomore that averages 19.5 points and 6.5 rebounds. Mason Towery, 5'11 sophomore, averages 11 points and 6.5 rebounds a game. And Sydney Day is the other starter tonight for Coach Brad Bond. She's a 5'2 junior. Allen County Scottsville shooting 37.3% of the first 2 ball games, 18.2% behind the arc, 59.3% at the free throw line, and averaging 41 points in the first 2 ball games, giving up 52.5. And in rebounds, the Lady Patriots are averaging 32.5 rebounds a game, giving up 36 a contest, and they've turned the ball over 36 times in 2 games, average of 18. Piper Lindsay in her second season as head coach at Barren County High. Her assistant coaches Abby Beard and Scott Chapman. Olivia Pointer, a 5'8 senior, who had 3 points in the 5-point loss to Greene County last Tuesday. Bailey Pettigo, a 5'8 sophomore, who had 13 against the Lady Dragons. Mallory Pettigo, a 5'8 sophomore, who had 9 points against Greene County last Tuesday. Mackenzie England, who had 5 points and 9 rebounds against Greene County, will start. She's a 6'1 sophomore. And Hadley Hammer, a 5'6 junior, who had 4 points against the Lady Dragons this past Tuesday night. So you kind of wonder, Robert, after the Trojanettes have not had a game in a week. You know, they started the season last Tuesday, and this is only their second game. Lady Patriots played Tuesday and Saturday. They've only had a couple of days off to get ready for tonight.
Some people prefer it different ways. You know, you play that first game, you see some things that you don't really like about your team, and you have a week to fix it. Others after the loss, which, you know, was a tight loss and had a lot of opportunities maybe to win the basketball game, just turn around and come back and play and get that out of your system. So because of the scheduling that we decided to do this year, 3 games this week and an uneven number, and so they had that full week to prepare for who I think is, you know, probably our best chance at a district win this year if you look through it. With the loss over the last 2 years, you know, the seniors that graduated last year, Gregory and Brooks and Hurt and Hudson for Allen County, were 109 and 19 over the last 4 years. You know, they've just been extremely dominant, them and Glasgow in this district. So I think if you really, really look at it, think about it, this is our best chance against Allen County, and we kind of saw that last year where we pulled close there but just couldn't get the job done in the district opening round.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get set for the opening tip-off here in just a moment. Going to switch things up tonight. The national anthem's actually going to be played first. And then the starting lineups will be introduced following the national anthem. So we'll have the ROTC color guard from Barren County High presenting the colors as well here this evening. You're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 National.
Ladies and gentlemen, would everyone please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem this evening by the Barren County High School Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Kim Crowder, and the presentation of our colors this evening by our very own Barren County High School Army JROTC. Tonight's color guard consists of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Valerie Smith, Cadet Captain Wesley Bilbrey, Cadet Sergeant Sadie Combs, and Cadet Captain Hunter Thomas.
Right wheel. March. Forward. March.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Barren County High School Gymnasium, Kentucky High School Women's 15th District and 4th Region basketball action. Our game this evening is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Allen County Scottsville Lady Patriots, and the home team on the scoreboard, your very own Barren County Trojanettes. And now introducing the starters for the Lady Patriots. Starting at one guard, number 4, Rayanne Stafford. Starting at one guard, number 5, Sydney Day. Starting at one guard, number 11, Mason Towery. Starting at one guard, number 32, Bailey Mutter. And starting at forward, number 23, Sarah Sutton. The Lady Patriots are coached by Brad Bond. And now introducing the starters for your very own Barren County Trojanettes. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" senior number 3, Olivia Pointer. Starting at one guard, a 5'6" junior number 2, Hadley Hammer. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" sophomore number 4, Mallory Pettigo. Starting at one guard, a 5'8" sophomore number 22, Bailey Pettigo. And starting at forward, a 6'1" sophomore number 35, Mackenzie England. The Trojanettes are coached by assistant coaches Abby Beard and Scott Chapman. Trojanette head coach is Piper Lindsay. Your officials for tonight's game are Mark Murray, Tony Franklin, and Barry Benson.
Controlled by Barren County. Hammer gives it off to Pettigo as we'll set it up now with Mallory Pettigo out top. Left side over to Hammer. Now out to Pointer. She hands it back off to Mallory Pettigo. Backdoor pass underneath, and it's Pointer shooting it over the rim high. Take him to ACS the other way. Sydney Day into the front court. Right side Towery. Down low is Sutton. Turns. Goes up against England. Spin move. Fall away jump shot. No good. Rebound England. Gives it off now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo working into the front court now to set it up in between the circles. Bailey Pettigo trying to get the play set up here. Go left side with it. And we got a whistle. I'm going to have Pointer call with a foul. And I believe Kelly Mutter was the person that took the charge there. First foul against Barren County here in the game.
Face guarding her and just playing man on everybody else. Not sure why, but 2 bad possessions for her. She only played 6 minutes tonight. Got to play better.
Towery driving against Bailey Pettigo. Kicks it back out to Sutton. High arching shot is no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Got a foul on the Trojanettes. 2 shots coming to ACS.
Defensively, though, aside from that offensive rebound we just allowed Allen County to get, we have done really good forcing Sutton to take 2 shots that she wouldn't normally want to take, and that's what we have to do.
And Olivia Pointer just picked up her second foul at the 7:04 mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the main reason she didn't play very much the other night, why she won't play very much in the first half tonight.
And Day misses both free throws. England with a rebound, gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. And she'll set things up now for Barren County. Elizabeth Bertram on the court now, 5'6" freshman, is in for Olivia Pointer. Bailey Pettigo out of the left wing.
They're now face guard Bertram.
They kick it back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo over to England on the left side. Now England looking. Out top is Bertram. She puts down the dribble over to Hammer on the left side. Dishes it down low in there to Bailey Pettigo. Has to throw it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Top of the circle. Back over to Hammer on the left side as she puts down the dribble. And now Bertram with it. Spins to the left. Bailey Pettigo out to Mallory Pettigo. Over to Hammer. Hammer now back out to Bailey Pettigo. Here's Mallory Pettigo driving a baseline against Towery. Has to kick it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back over to Mallory Pettigo now.
Yeah, I think we're giving up some things. We could force the drive or take another dribble and at least get a foul.
Bailey Pettigo hands it off to Bertram. Back over to Bailey Pettigo. Hammer left of the lane. Now throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Hammer. Hands it off to Bertram. Bertram will fire up a 17-footer that bounces and comes off. Rebound in there is Day for ACS. Right side is Towery. That's Towery back out to Day. 5.5 minutes to go. First quarter. Neither team has scored. Here's Stafford over the left side to Towery. Coming out to get it now is Mutter. Right side is Day. Picks up her dribble. Goes in the corner to Stafford. Stafford wants to go baseline and in threw it away.
Well, sloppy game so far.
Yep.
But both teams playing pretty good defense to cause that.
And Coach Brad Bonds going to bring in a couple of substitutions. Number 12, that's Jay McReynolds, a 5'4" 8th grader. And Jaylee Woods, number 3, a 5'1" sophomore. Here's a run out. Elizabeth Bertram trying to chase it down. And it's knocked away and out of bounds off the hand of Woods. It'll stay with the Trojanettes.
Threw it at a tough angle for her to go get it. Actually, fortunately, it went out of bounds because Allen County probably had a better chance to chase it down and get possession.
Barren County will take it out. Mallory Pettigo left of the basket. Going to have to hurry. And ball's batted away, out of bounds, off Allen County Scottsville again.
Yeah, there's a chance there to just throw it up to England, but we kind of congested the area there and made that even a tough catch for her.
Bertram will toss it in. Throws it out to Mallory Pettigo in the corner. Brings it out to the wing. Now out front is Bailey Pettigo.
Offense is struggling a little bit from that 7-day layoff we've had.
Yeah. Mallory Pettigo left wing. Back out front to Bailey Pettigo. Now goes right side with it to Hammer. Has it stripped away by Stafford. Allen County Scottsville. Here's Sarah Sutton with the basketball. Sutton wants to drive in the lane, goes up over England. It is no good. England with a rebound, hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. 4:38 to play here in the quarter. No score between these two. Right side is Mallory Pettigo. Sends it left over to England. England out top now is Hammer. Fires it down into Bertram, and we've got a foul call. And a foul is on Woods, her first, team's first. Barren County basketball. And it's stolen away on the inbounds pass by Woods.
A very sharp run on our sets off inbounds.
Sutton pulls up, shoots over England, got it.
We'll take 1 out of 4 from her, though. Those shots been within 6 feet.
That was about a 12-footer by Sutton. 2-0 to Allen County Scottsville. Mallory Pettigo gives to Bailey Pettigo. Right down the lane, left-handed shot up and in.
It took both teams about 4 minutes to score, but back-to-back basket ties it up again.
Working with it is McReynolds, the 8th grader for Allen County Scottsville. Bounces off right side to Woods. Now here's Towery. She walked. Faked one way. Picked up a pivot foot. Tried to go the other. 3:43 left to play here in the first quarter. A 2-2 ball game. Allen County Scottsville picking up all over the floor as Bailey Pettigo sends it in play to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo brings it up now against ACS Towery. Now over to Bailey Pettigo, the right side. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Tied at 2. Hammer in the right corner. Hammer fires it down in there to England. Backtracking in, puts it up and in.
And we've got to take advantage of that. We're actually bigger at every position than Allen County, and we have to let her play with her back to the basket and use her size to her advantage.
Allen County Scottsville with the basketball. McReynolds. Trojanettes lead at 4-2. And it's batted away, stolen. Bailey Pettigo with it. Headed toward the hoop, puts it up high off the glass. Got a foul call against the Lady Patriots.
Bailey, good job. Good defense right there.
Like the steal and the aggressiveness, taking it. She wasn't really well balanced, but she still knew she had defense on both sides of her to draw her foul.
Towery, they put the foul on Towery?
12. Foul was on 12.
Correction, the foul was on number 12, Jay McReynolds. That's her first, team second. Entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 50, Bailey Alderson.
Bailey Alderson in the ball game now. 5'8" junior. Free throw rolls off the rim. But rebound by Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bailey. Pettigo fakes a three, drives toward the basket. A collision. A blocking foul this time on Towery. That'll be her first, team's third. Bailey Pettigo missed both free throws.
Foul is on number 11, Mason Towery. That's her first, team third.
Ball comes out to Mallory Pettigo. In the corner, Bailey Pettigo with a three. No good. Rebound, though, by Hammer. Throws it back out around the perimeter. Bertram with it on the left wing.
Got to look at the post right there.
Dribbles, throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo fires it over the right side of Mallory Pettigo. Gives to Bertram. Bertram wants to drive. Cut off. Out to Bailey Pettigo. High arching three. Air ball. ACS back the other way. Towery's got it. Sends it down the left side to Woods and back to Towery. 17-foot of the air. Good.
Where she's really good for them when she can catch it in stride and step into it there. We have to understand offensively where our strengths are. When Mackenzie England has her man backed all the way underneath the goal, all we got to do is give it to her, and she turns and flips it over her shoulder. We just got to get kids in positions to make plays.
4-4 ball game, down to 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. They go down into England. Now she's double teamed. Kicks it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now here's Bertram with the top of the circle. And around it goes to Hammer. Dumps it down in there to England. Turns, fires it back out. Mallory Pettigo, the jumper, good from 15 feet, right side of the free throw line.
Much better offensively. We went through Mackenzie that time. When she didn't have a shot, she kicked it back out, and our girls were ready to shoot it.
6-4. Barren County leads it. 1:35 to play here in the opening quarter. Here's Sutton with the basketball to the right side. Kicks it back out now to Towery. And now Woods to McReynolds on the left side. McReynolds has it taken away from her by Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo, the Trojanettes, brings it in front court now. So we're down to 1:16 to play here in the first quarter. Straight away over to Bailey Pettigo. Now goes right side over to Hammer. Gets away from the defender. Kicks it back cross court. Back over to Mallory Pettigo. Tapped it back. Almost went out of bounds. And Sutton goes for the loose ball. She made a dive for it. Here comes Towery. Pulls up 14 feet straight away. No. Rebound in there by Allen County Scottsville. As that was number 50, Bailey Alderson, going back up with a shot. Foul is going to be called against 35. That's Mackenzie England, her first, Barren County's third of the half.
Mackenzie England, that's her first, team third.
Bailey Alderson averaging 3.5 points in the first two ball games for the Allen County Scottsville Lady Patriots. First shot missed off the left side of the rim. They're 0 for 3 at the line. As Coach Brad Bond sending back in Sydney Day.
Number 32, Mutter.
32 is Kaylee Mutter. And 25,
Number 5,
Bailey Cook, 5'5" junior for Allen County Scottsville. Here's Alderson. Second free throw shot good this time. 6-5. Barren County leading by 1. 55 seconds to play, opening quarter. Mallory Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Off to Bailey Pettigo. Sends it over to Bertram on the right side. Now throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. 40 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Bailey Pettigo just dribbles the basketball out front, almost to midcourt. 32 seconds to play. Down to 25. Left side, Mallory Pettigo on the dribble. Dribbles over the cross and gives it to England. Throws it back out to Bertram. Dangerous pass there. She wants to drive off to Mallory Pettigo. The jumper won't go. From about 17 feet away. Alderson with the rebound. Gives it off to Day. 7 seconds. Kicks it over to Sutton. Sutton will fire up an 18-footer that's short. Rebound to Hammer. And that will end the first quarter. After one, it's Barren County 6, Allen County Scottsville 5. We'll return in just a moment. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Icon.
This is Trojan head baseball coach J.R. Estes, and we are BC.
Second quarter of action from Barren County High, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Trojanettes lead 6-5 as we start the second period of play. Lady Patriots with the ball. Sydney Day handling the point. Guarded out there by Mallory Pettigo. Bounce pass, a high post left. And works inside. Here's a shot going up, and actually maybe a pass there, and going back up with it is Towery, and she puts it in.
I think it was partially blocked by Bailey, and Towery was just there to get it.
7-6, Allen County Scottsville. Hammer with a basketball, out to Mallory Pettigo. Fires it into England, back to Hammer for three. It is off high, and Bertram with the offensive rebound, heads back toward the paint, forces up off balance, and put it in off the glass.
Well, the freshman listens well, because in the quarter break, she was told to be more aggressive, go to the rim and get her points aggressively.
Bertram's first People's Bank shot of the ball game. 8-7. Trojanettes lead it by 1. Towery right side over to Sutton. Sutton looks inside, sends it back out to Mutter, and now Day swings it left side to Towery. They go to Sutton, back to Towery. She'll puts it up and in.
Nice play, give and go. Got caught staring at the ball instead of knowing where a man was going.
9-8 the score. Allen County Scottsville leads it by 1. Bailey Pettigo down to Hammer on the left side. Out top is Bertram. Had a look at a three, didn't take it. Now she will. It's up and it's high, no good.
It's a tough shot. You can't dribble and then step back into a shot.
Stolen away by Bailey Pettigo. Off to Bertram. Wide open layup. Good.
Ball handling is extremely weak for Allen County, and we've taken advantage. They've got several turnovers already, 4 in the first quarter and 5 and 6 here to start the second quarter.
Bertram down to Towery, back to Sutton in the lane. She puts it up and in. Sutton, her second field goal.
Thinks she got away with a couple steps, but right now those are the only 2 players on the floor that can hurt you. You've got to adjust defensively to keep the ball out of their hands, or when they do, don't let them run that give-and-go play like they had the last 2 trips.
ACS going to a 2-3 zone now. Here's Bailey Pettigo, sends it out to Mallory Pettigo, around to Bertram. Back to Mallory Pettigo, back over to Bailey Pettigo. Now here's Mallory Pettigo, Bertram on the left wing. Back to Mallory Pettigo. 11-10, ACS, 5:48 to play here in the first half. Bounce pass left goes to Hammer. In the corners, Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Mallory Pettigo between the circles. She puts down the dribble. Back over to Bailey Pettigo on the left side, getting some pressure, drives in, gives it off to Hammer on the baseline. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now to Bertram. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bertram. Bertram right side. Now back out to Mallory Pettigo, trying to penetrate, can't go. Bailey Pettigo driving, goes underneath back, and shovels it into England, and she puts it up and in. Another People's Bank shot.
When we're aggressive towards the rim, we have to be under control. When they come pick us up, we've got to have somebody breaking towards the rim to deliver the pass, and that's exactly how that was done.
12-11 the score. Sutton for 3. Swish. 7 points for Sutton. Lead is 2 for Allen County Scottsville, 14-12 with 4:56 to play here in the first half.
Our girls are a little winded right now. We have only had one substitution the whole game.
Yeah. And Mallory Pettigo over to England. England back out to Bertram. Back over to Mallory Pettigo. Now here's Bailey Pettigo penetrating. Off to Hammer. Feeds it to England. Goes under. Whistle. Oh, an offensive foul.
Tough charge.
And that's going to be 2 on Mackenzie England. 4 on the Trojanettes.
That was a tired foul, honestly. She's been in there the whole game, and I think she was just a little winded. Instead of pulling up, she just kind of had it in her mind that she was going to the goal no matter what, and that's what caused her second foul. She needed a break anyway, probably there.
Carly Delk, a 5'9" freshman, checks in for Mackenzie England for the Trojanettes. Here's Stafford with it out front, who's back in the ball game now for ACS. Towery backs out against Bailey Pettigo. Straight away it goes over to McReynolds, who's back in the game now. Bounce pass off to Stafford. They go down to the corner left side to Towery. Towery heads toward the paint. Spin move. Jumper short underneath. Way up in the air. The shot went straight up in the air. And that was Alderson. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. And Trojanettes could not get the rebound. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots underneath.
Can't let them have 3 looks at it. And they were just kind of throwing it up in the air, and nobody was making contact.
Allie Byrne, a 5'8" freshman, checks in for Bailey Alderson for Allen County Scottsville. As they have trouble getting the ball in bounds, finally do back out front. It comes to Stafford. Here's McReynolds with it now. McReynolds reversing back left. Works against Mallory Pettigo. Bounce pass over to Stafford. They go to Towery with it on the left wing. We've got a moving screen. And this one is going to be charged to McReynolds. Number 2 on McReynolds. 4th team foul against the Lady Patriots here in the first half. 3:43 to play here in the second quarter. Barren County trailing 14-12 as it comes out to Mallory Pettigo. And here's Hammer on the left wing. Hammer lobs it down in there to Delk. The pass is deflected up in the air. It goes out of bounds near midcourt on the far side of the floor. And it will go back to the Trojanettes. Woods checks back in.
It was deflected, but we deflected it out of bounds, I thought. We'll take it. Delk is only going to be effective catching it there if she faces up. She can't just catch it and throw it right back to where it came from.
Here's a steal. All the way to the bucket. Woods lays it up and in.
Telegraphed the pass, and she just shot the lane, an easy layup.
16-12. Allen County Scottsville's largest lead. 3:10 to play here in the first half. And here's Bailey Pettigo driving left of the lane, going under, high off the glass. It's no good. Gets her on rebound. Try to go back up, and a foul.
She was the only white shirt underneath the rim.
Foul is going to be on Woods, her second, team's 5th. And it is Bailey Pettigo at the line for 2 shots. The first one, no good. She's 0 for 3 from the stripe.
A little frustrated. Mainly confidence in her shots not there right now. She's not knocked down a couple of the 3s she's taken and struggling at the line. See this one go in, it'll be a big help.
Second shot missed. Allen County Scottsville with a rebound back the other way. Here's Towery working against Bailey Pettigo. Goes to the basket, missed the shot. Ball tips out. ACS keeps it alive. And in the corner, here's a shot, but Towery misses everything. Allen County Scottsville again. Sutton off-balance shot, an air ball, and then going back up. We got a foul called as Alexis King, a 5'6" sophomore, will go to the free throw line for Allen County Scottsville. The foul on Bailey Pettigo, her first, team's 5th.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say, and Piper popped up and called the timeout. I was going to say it would probably not be the worst idea in the world to get us a timeout right here, just because they've stretched the lead out here to 4, chance to make it another one, and our girls are tired. We haven't been able to get some girls in there that are going to contribute off the bench and played the same consistent 4 people. Especially defensively, our intensity has gone down a little bit, and we're struggling to get shots in at the free throw line, and we just need to regain our composure. Good full timeout there by Coach Lindsay.
Time for a Coca-Cola timeout. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. We'll take a look at a Coca-Cola scoreboard here quickly as we have one score in. Glasgow leading Bowling Green girls 19-12 after 1 period.
A little surprising there, but
a game at Glasgow tonight.
They always play early in the year. Tells you a little bit about kind of the favorite so far in the preseason polls. Those preseason polls don't matter for much. There are a lot of history in them more than anything. But Glasgow up by 7 after a quarter.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Barren County High Principal Brad Johnson. But 2:43 away from our halftime report, brought to you by Zaxby's. At the line for Allen County Scottsville is Alexis King. The free throw is good. They are 2 of 5 from the charity line, and they extend their lead to 17-12. King, second toss, rims out, rebound Bailey Pettigo for the Trojanettes. Bailey Pettigo setting up against a 2-3 Allen County Scottsville zone. Bounce pass left, Bertram feeds it down in there to Hammer, throws it back out to Mallory Pettigo, in the middle to Delk. Back around the perimeter, here's Bertram on the left side. Bertram spinning, going up with a 15-foot shot, good.
Just going to say we're passing it really well, but we're just passing it back and forth. Nobody's even squaring up to take a shot. Elizabeth not afraid to let it go.
17-14, Barren back within 3. 2:07 to play here in the first half. Here's Stafford with it. Free throw line knocked away by Bailey Pettigo, but recovered by Towery. Towery will bring it back out. Gets with the basketball to Stafford, and they swing it left side over to Byrne. The ball kind of bounced off of King there, but Byrne there to retrieve it.
We got to really get up pressure when it's not in the two good girls' hands, and we get a turnover there.
King couldn't handle it. Here comes Bailey Pettigo. Little hesitation move. We'll send it back out to Hammer. Now over the right side. Here's Bertram. And pass picked off by Towery. Towery all the way to the basket. Waited for Mallory Pettigo to fly by, and she puts it up and in.
Elizabeth's got to shoot it right there. Passed up the shot and resulted in a turnover layup.
19-14, Allen County Scottsville, a minute 14 to play here in the first half. Here is Bailey Pettigo trying to go up in traffic. Foul is going to be called, and Bailey Pettigo will head back to the free throw line once again. The foul on 24, Allie Byrne, her first 6 of the Lady Patriots here in the first half. And Bailey Pettigo 0 for 4 at the line. Gets 2 more chances at it here. Of course, Olivia Pointer's been on the bench since the 7:04 mark of the first quarter as that shot drops down for Bailey Pettigo. And Mackenzie England also on the bench with 2 fouls. 19-15.
They went zone really early because I think Coach Bond saw how effective Mackenzie could be if we get her the ball in the right spot. Since then, we really haven't gotten things going offensively. Just 10 points in this quarter.
19-16, Barren back within 3. Here's Towery on the right side. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Sutton gets rid of it to Day. Now Day out to Stafford. Bounces back over the right side to Sutton. Sutton looking for Towery. Can't find her. Now puts down the dribble. 5-second count as Delk was guarding Sutton.
That's the old ball above the head syndrome. Delk just got up and didn't let her put it on the floor and got the 5-second turnover.
Bailey Pettigo. And we're going to have a foul here as Day hits the deck.
You can't push off in front of 3 officials and 1,000 people. Everybody saw that one.
And it's on Mallory Pettigo. That is her first, team 6. 47.3 seconds to play here in the first half. Ball comes into Day. Day on the dribble. Bounces off the right side to Stafford. Out to Sutton. Day with it again on the left side. 27 seconds to play. And a timeout by Brad Bonds. This will be a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout with 26.4 seconds to play here in the first half. It's Allen County Scottsville 19, Barren County 16.
They just outscored us by 2 this quarter, and I think Coach Bonds wants to use that last 26 seconds officially to see if he can get a bucket to extend the halftime lead.
First of 3 games this week for the Trojanettes. Be on the road Thursday night at Thomas Nelson. And then Friday night, be at Monroe County for another District 15 matchup over in Tompkinsville.
Thomas Nelson, a team that we played over the last few years a little bit.
Not been a high school very long, up in Bardstown.
Yeah, we played them in the Campbellsville tournament 2 years in a row with their first couple of years of existence.
Stafford will toss it in. It comes into Mutter. Back to Stafford here on the near side. Day with it. 20 seconds to go in the half. Back out front. 15 seconds to play. Towery
coming out of the timeout. They don't look too sure.
And bounce pass off to Stafford. And here's the shot going up. Didn't even draw iron. Left side. Hammer's got it. And has it knocked loose. And then Sutton forces a midcourt shot that falls short. So at halftime, Allen County Scottsville 19, Barren County 16. We'll come back with a halftime report in a moment. This is Trojanet basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Gifts for him and her, plus another 40% off. We're open extended hours for the holidays, so dash on in for our one big sale. Only at Stage. Exclusions apply.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle, tingling, too.
Whoa, hold on. Like weather may be over, but it sure isn't time for snow just yet. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and cold weather sure isn't something I get excited about.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
You will need to keep everything in top running condition. Come by Big Meadow Oil in Glasgow on Industrial Drive and get prepared for this winter season. Call 270-651-5212.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan assistant boys basketball coach Lee Johnson, and we are BC.
Welcome back to Barren County High School. Jay Turner with Mr. Brad Johnson, the principal of Barren County High School, as the Trojanettes trail here at halftime to Allen County Scottsville 19-16. And Brad, you've been a busy guy, a lot of testing going on as we get toward the end of this first semester already. It's hard to believe it's almost the end of first semester.
Several people have told me that it's flown. It seems like it's flown by. It's been that way for me too. The days kind of fly by a little bit. Busy is right. Every night my wife asks me what happened to work today, and I say I don't really know where to start. A whole lot.
Well, you know, you drive into campus now, and it's kind of unusual to see the stadium down now as we're getting ready for the new College and Career Tech Center and new football stadium to be built here in the near future.
Listen, there's some people that are sentimental about that old building. trust me, I'm at the top of the list of people that are that sentimental about that old building. I played there. I was with my dad in the 70s when they laid the first stone there to build that. Coached there, played there, spent about as much time there as anybody. I was sentimental about that place. But the exciting thing is new classrooms, new laboratories, state-of-the-art, brand new things for our students. And it's going to double as the back of the football stadium and new turf field. So exciting, and they've really gotten off to a fast start, gotten it down almost to the ground. It's certainly sad to see it go, and that doesn't take away any memories. I was sad to see it go. I kind of got a little teared up there. I watched them start knocking it down, but just think about progress in the future, and the classrooms and the labs are going to be there for our students. I'm really excited.
Right. Here we are at the end of the first semester. What are some things coming up in the next semester when we come back from Christmas break?
Well, like I said, we finished up. We have a lot of end-of-course tests, and then once you get into spring, there's a lot of testing that goes on. We have, of course, our ACT and other assessments. We're working on getting our students college and career ready, and COSA test and work keys test roll out in the spring. We've got a wall of honor here inside the gym to the right of the ticket office there, and put our students up that are college and career ready. We want to really honor them for that. We're going to try to take the college and career ready kids to Kings Island once it gets a little bit closer to May, and just pushing our kids to be their best, Jay, and we have so much to offer here, and getting ready to offer more. And the thing I tell our staff here is when I talk to people from other schools that come up, they say, what a campus we have. I think maybe you fail to appreciate it if you see it every day, but just the sprawling campus that we have, it's big and getting bigger.
Yeah. Brad, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
And have a good rest of the evening.
Always a pleasure. Go Trojans.
All right. Mr. Brad Johnson, principal of Barren County High School. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Zaxby's after this timeout as you're listening to the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
15 in the first half for 46.7%, 5 shots fewer than the Lady Patriots. Barren County 0 for 4 from three-point land. 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Bailey Pettigo, the only Trojanette to be at the charity stripe in the first half. 10 rebounds for the Trojanettes, 3 less than the Lady Patriots. 4 of those on the offensive end. Barren County turned the ball over 9 times in the first half. 6 points for Elizabeth Bertram, 4 for Bailey Pettigo. Mackenzie England had 4, 2 for Mallory Pettigo. Olivia Pointer went out with 7:04 to go in the first quarter, did not score. Hadley Hammer saw action but did not score in the first half. And also Carly Delk played about 4 minutes of that first half and did not score. Largest lead's been 5 for the Lady Patriots. Score has been tied twice. Lead has changed 8 times. Only foul trouble is for Pointer and England, 2 apiece. The Pettigos have 1 apiece. And then for Allen County Scottsville, 1 on Towery, 2 on Woods, 2 on McReynolds, and 1 on Byrne.
Even though Towery and Sutton did the same thing for Allen County, we had 4 girls play. We had 3 girls play the whole 60 minutes, and the other one, Bertram, came in a minute into the game. So you just can't sustain that, no matter how good your conditioning is, and play effectively for the whole, 28, 32 minutes stretches. So we're going to have to develop somebody, trust somebody off the bench a little bit, just to give you a 30-second, a minute break every now and then to be able to sustain for the duration of the game. I thought we got tired, and when we got tired, we kind of gave up the lead, and they were able to stretch it out and keep it at the halftime break. And the tired factor, you can look at, we have too many turnovers, and we gave up 7 offensive rebounds to Allen County. That's just way too many.
Third quarter brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, do not text and drive. Here's a pass down to Pointer. And she's double-teamed in the corner. Out to Bailey Pettigo. Goes to the bucket. Puts it up and in. That's her 6th point of the game. 1-point ball game now, 19-18. Lady Patriots. Sydney Day handling the point. Goes left side over to Towery. Towery pulls up with the left elbow. Jumper, no. An offensive rebound by Sutton. A little pump fake in the lane. Shot partially blocked. Saved back in bounds. Nope. Say England was on the end line or was actually out of bounds when she tapped it back in.
I'd rather be on the end line than pick up her 3rd foul, though, because she was very close to doing that.
So Towery will toss it in for ACS. Comes out to Stafford, and now she gives it to Mutter. They dump it down in there to Sutton, and has it partially blocked in there. She tried to make a little fadeaway shot in the lane. Here comes Mallory Pettigo with it for the Trojanettes. Now Bailey Pettigo. Almost a minute gone here in the third quarter. Trojanettes trailing by 1, 19-18. Trailed by as many as 7. Out top now, Hammer. Now Mallory Pettigo. Sends it off to Bailey Pettigo. Goes into the circle, backs out. Gives to Hammer. Back out to England. And we got a whistle away from the ball.
They're going back to basically face guarding Olivia Pointer, and that drew the foul on Mutter.
First foul on Mutter, first of the second half against the Lady Patriots. And Pointer will toss it in right of the bucket for Barren County. Comes out to Mallory Pettigo, now to Bailey Pettigo. Feeds it into the lane there to Pointer. Follow-away shot off the glass, too strong. England trying to go back up. Foul is going to be on Sutton, I think.
Olivia curled off of the screen, and when she caught the ball, she turned right back into her defender instead of continuing that curl.
And here's a shot going up, no good. Rebounded Towery.
Foul was on Sutton a while ago.
Driving. Here's a shot going up, no good. We got a blocking foul on the Trojanettes. So Sutton, that was her first just a moment ago. Team's second. And now Barren County foul is Bailey Pettigo, her second. Team's first of the second half. At the line is Mason Towery. 8 points in the first half. Free throw is good. Makes it 20-18. Allen County Scottsville. Towery for the second toss. And it's up and it's good. 10 points for Towery. 21-18. Allen County Scottsville. Kaylee Mutter face guarding Olivia Pointer. Bailey Pettigo over to England. As Mutter fell down, but couldn't get it to Pointer. Around the perimeter. Out to Hammer. Right side, Pointer wants to drive with it. Kicks it off the left corner to England. Now out to Hammer. And a pass across the lane. Here's Bailey Pettigo off into England. She puts it up. It's no good. Trying to get her on rebound. And taken it there by Sutton for ACS.
They're not calling any fouls underneath the rim both ways. I think both of us are getting away with a little bit of activity underneath.
So Sydney Day gives it over to Towery. Left side is Stafford. Bounces back out. Here's Mutter for three. No good. And in England had the ball knocked loose by Sutton on the rebound. Hammer picks it up, though. Gives to Bailey Pettigo. Crossover move down the lane. Floater, no good. Try to get her on rebounds. Take it off by Stafford for ACS.
Sorry, good idea. There was nobody in the lane. Everybody had their back turned to the ball.
So Stafford sends it off to Day. Right side is Sutton. She'll fire three. It's good.
You look at the point totals from Sutton and Towery, and they make up pretty much the whole scoring.
Right.
What is it, 4? And
they've got 20 of the 24.
Yeah. 4 for everybody else.
3 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Mallory Pettigo left of the lane. Looking. Out to Hammer. 24-18 ACS. Back on top by 6. Mallory Pettigo over to Hammer. Fakes, drives. Bounce pass across the lane. Here's England going up over Sutton. Oh, it's going an offensive foul.
She was turning sideways a little bit, but the underneath ref thought she established position initially. The dribble weave is a tough offense to run against the type of defense that we play and Allen County play. We both play very similar defenses. That's another reason I thought we would have success tonight, or Allen County was our best chance to get a district win, because we play against that defense every day. But we've had success when we go baseline, just like we did there, but we couldn't convert.
Right. Towery with a basketball out front, directing traffic here. She's guarded by Bailey Pettigo. Over goes to Sutton. Now Sutton sends it out to Mutter. Mutter over the left side now to Sutton. Fakes, wants to drive into the lane, fires it up. It is going to drop in.
I know you don't do this tonight, being the second game of the year, but some kind of junk defense, triangle and 2 or boxing 1 against one of those 2 kids really eliminates their whole offense if you were able to effectively do it.
8-point Allen County Scottsville lead. That's their largest of the night now. 3:58 to play here in the third quarter. Bertram, 15-footer straight away good.
Lulu's been able to knock down a few of those tonight.
It's her 8th point. She had 6 in the second quarter, 26-20. Allen County Scottsville with a 6-point lead. Towery, right side over to Mutter. Mutter feeds it down in low there to Alderson. Shot partially blocked, and England trying to come down with it. Knocked down by Sutton. Now they go across over to Towery. She spins. She goes up with a one-hand shot. Good off the window.
I don't understand how they think offensively sometimes. She had a step. All she had to do was convert with the left hand.
Pointer for 3. Swish.
First time she's really been able to set her feet and get a look.
That's the first People's Bank in Glasgow 3-point shot of the game. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 28-23. Barren back within 5. 3:05 to play here in the third period. Towery goes right side over to Mutter. And now Mutter feeds it in there to Sutton. Fakes, drives. A little 4-foot shot, too strong against the glass. Ball's loose, and Bailey Pettigo's got it. And Alderson dives down to tie it up. Ball will go to ACS of the alternating possession.
I know they're not all fouls, but pretty physical underneath for sure. We're getting away with a lot, and that's good because of our limited depth, especially at that post position.
But Carly Delk has checked back in the Barren County lineup for Mackenzie England, playing with those 3 fouls. Now Sutton forces up the shot, and they're going to call a foul on Delk.
Foul is on number 45, Carly Delk. That's her first.
Third team foul of the Trojanettes here in the second half. It's going to send Sutton to the free throw line for 2 shots. Sutton averaged just over 10 points a game last year, and she's up that to 19.5 in the first 2, and tonight she's got 11. 29-23. 2:49 to play here in the third period. Sutton, second toss is good. 30-23, Allen County Scottsville. Mallory Pettigo brings it across. On the dribble, gets a screen from Pointer. Dribbles to the right side, gives to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo into the key, over to Bertram. Bertram against Towery. Top of the key, now goes left side over to Pointer. Stolen away. Just
put it out in front of her.
The pocket. Here's Woods, layup good.
Dribbled the ball out in front of her, and she just went right beside her and took it for a layup.
32-23 ACS. Now a 9-point advantage. Bertram, she'll fire three, air ball, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Didn't have her balance, and when she tried to fall back, didn't have enough on it to get the ball to the rim.
McReynolds checking back into the Allen County Scottsville lineup for Stafford. We're down to 2:07 to play here in the third quarter. McReynolds will handle the point now for Allen County Scottsville. Woods out to Alderson. Right side to Reynolds. They go down to Sutton against Carly Delk. She'll bring it back out. Now Sutton trying to drive, cut off in there. Here's Towery heading into the paint. Back out to Sutton. Partially blocked by Delk. And it'll go out of bounds. 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Towery will toss it in for ACS. Over the left side is Woods. Back out to McReynolds. Now Towery with it now. Towery wants to work for the right side. McReynolds back to Woods. Towery with it in the right corner. We'll circle it out halfway. Now wants to penetrate against Bailey Pettigo. Stops, pops, right elbow, no good. Rebound, put back up and in, but they're not going to count it. Somebody pushed off at a rebound or was over somebody's back. Alderson.
He was over, I think it was Bertram's back. The call was so late, I thought he was going to get her for clearing out. The shot was going to go up and in, but we got the ball down 9. Need a bucket here in the worst way. Only 7 points this quarter, sorry.
Coming down a minute to play here, 32-23. Here's Bertram with it. Bertram, top of the key, crossover move, left of the lane. Almost lost the handle. I'm going to call her for steps.
Yes, she did.
55.5 seconds to play.
Averaging less than 8 points a quarter through 3 quarters as we stand right now.
McReynolds, bounce pass right over to Woods. As Sutton has it now, and she throws it away.
Not sure what she was doing there. Would have been better off to just throw it up off balance, shoot it, than throw it over there in the corner to nobody.
40 seconds to play, third period. Trojanettes down by 9. Mallory Pettigo working against McReynolds. Go in the corner to Bertram. Out to Delk. Bailey Pettigo with it now. Now gives to Mallory Pettigo. Back left side, it comes to Bertram. Back to Mallory Pettigo. 18 seconds to play.
We're going to hold.
Delk feeds it in there to Pointer. In traffic, turns and fires. No good. A foul. It's going to send Olivia Pointer to the free throw line. Foul is on Woods, her third, team's fourth.
Oh, we would hold for 1 there. The second quarter, we went a little bit too early and ended up giving Allen County a good look at it. They just didn't convert as we went into halftime.
Free throw good for Olivia Pointer. Rayanne Stafford back in the ACS lineup. 32-24. Lady Patriots, Pointer. Second toss is going to drop in. 32-25. McReynolds coming in a hurry into the front court. Left side, Towery. Towery, now Sutton wants to drive. Stops and partially blocked by Delk. It's out of bounds off the hand of Bailey Cook, who just checked in, with 2.7 seconds to play. Now ACS picking up all over the floor. Bailey Pettigo calls a timeout.
Only used 1, not the greatest time to use a timeout. 2.7 seconds left, and you have to go the full length of the floor. But give us a chance to work on something you might want to use a little bit later on.
We have a Coca-Cola timeout, and let's see if we have any other scores here to pass along. I don't think I have anything from Glasgow and Bowling Green. 29-25, Glasgow leading Bowling Green at the half.
A lot of double headers going on tonight. A little slow getting updates here.
2.7 seconds. Bailey Pettigo will put the ball in play. Against full court pressure. Gets it into Mallory Pettigo. Going to have to hurry. Just slings it down the floor to Pointer. She puts it up. Not going to count. Just a little bit too late.
Not a bad design. Just couldn't execute time-wise.
After 3, it's Allen County Scottsville 32, Barren County 25. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're following the Trojanettes at 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Dash on in for our one big sale. Only at Stage. Exclusions apply.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Trojan football. Assistant Tommy Muse. We are BC.
Welcome back to Barren County High School. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. We start the fourth quarter of the Trojanettes Lady Patriots matchup. Fourth quarter brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Trojanettes outscored 13-9 in the third, trailing right now 32-25 to the Lady Patriots. Here's Bertram giving it off to Delk, and now here comes Bailey Pettigo right down the lane. Banks it in for a People's Bank shot.
We're going to have to turn up that scoring in the fourth quarter if we want to have a shot to get back in the game, and right off the bat, that's the way to do it.
32-27. Day with the basketball. For Allen County Scottsville. Sends it over to Stafford to the left wing. Now Stafford bounces it back out to Day. And now Day on the dribble against Bertram. Fires it off to Sutton on the right side. Now here's Towery on the baseline against Bailey Pettigo. Spinning, going up with a shot off the glass. It's no good. Rebound put back up and in by Towery. She got 16. 34-27. Allen County Scottsville, just under 7 minutes to play. Bailey Pettigo giving it to Delk. Here's Bertram open, 3 in the air, no good off the back iron, and Bailey Pettigo puts it back up, no good. Loose ball in the lane, squirts out to the corner, and saved by Delk. Threw it right in the hands of Mallory Pettigo. Long three by Pointer, no good. And a rebound taken by Day. Up court is Towery. Throws it across, Stafford open for the three ball. It is no good. Long rebound comes out to Towery. We're going to have a foul called. And it's on Mallory Pettigo, her second, team's fourth of the second half.
Stafford, their three-point specialist. That's the first good look she's got tonight.
In the corner is Mutter. Out to Stafford. Stafford, long bounce pass in the corner to Towery. She's going to fire up a three-pointer. Swish.
Wow.
She's gotten knocked down two. That's her first one. And the lead is 10.
31 of their 37, if I can do math right. Is that right?
Yeah. Bertram out to Mallory Pettigo. 37-27 now. Lady Patriots on top. Bertram giving it over now to Mallory Pettigo. Hands it off to Bailey Pettigo. Swiped away. Day diving for it. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Barren County. Mackenzie England returning to the Trojanet lineup. playing with 3 fouls. Woods checks in for the Lady Patriots.
They're doing a little what I want us to do, you know, really put some pressure on that ball against some shaky ball handlers. Ours aren't as shaky as theirs for sure, but they're causing us to make some bad decisions and keep us from scoring is the main thing.
Mallory Pettigo with it for Barren County. Gets a screen from England, drives to the bucket, puts it up and in on the left side. Mallory Pettigo gets her second field goal. 37-29. Still a lot of time left. 5:35.
Definitely a long way from over, but we have to attack. We can't just sit back and pass the ball and be content with them playing defense against us.
Stafford out top to Mutter. Right side is Woods. Woods sends it back across over to Stafford. And now Mutter with it on the left wing. Out top is Towery. Feeds it off to Sutton. She's going to fire up an 18-footer that's no good. Ball slapped around, and Delk has it for Barren County. Gets rid of it to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Delk. 18-footer. No good. Rebound cleared out by Sutton. Here comes Towery with it for ACS. Towery, and she walks.
Little pressure coming from behind. Forced her to pick it up and slide her foot.
And now Bailey Alderson checking back into the Allen County Scottsville lineup, replacing Jaylee Woods. 4:53 to play here in the ball game.
That would be a great time to post it. If we could get the ball into McKenzie, that's just something we haven't been able to go to the well and get.
Off the screen, they give it to Bertram. 3 over Towery, no good. Rebound off to Sutton for ACS.
That's what Allen's defense wants you to do. Take those 18-foot shots, 3-pointers.
Towery with it out front now. 4.5 minutes to play. 37-29. Allen County Scottsville. Right side Sutton. Started by Delk. Out top, Mutter sends it left over to Towery.
They're not going to be in any hurry.
And now Sutton going to fire up a 3-point shot. Nails it.
Unless you give him a wide open look. We were about 5 feet off of her.
3 threes for Sarah Sutton tonight. She's got 15 of the game. Lead is now 11 for ACS at 40-29. And pass down into a crowd to Pointer. Got a foul call.
They've doubled us up through 4 minutes plus. They've scored 8, we scored 4, and that's not how you get back in this basketball game.
Sarah Sutton, her second personal. That's the 5th one on the Lady Patriots here in the second half. Olivia Pointer at the line. Free throw good. It's her 6th point of the game. Knocked down a 3-point shot. She's 3 of 3 at the stripe. Carly Delk, the freshman, checks out. Bailey Pettigo back in for Coach Piper Lindsay. 40-30 the score. 40-31 as Pointer connects. 3:55 to play. Towery with it for Allen County Scottsville against Bailey Pettigo. Right side it goes to Mutter. Now Mutter sends it out to Sutton in between the circles. Left side is Stafford. Go down to the corner left side to Towery. And here's Mutter for an 18-footer that's off high. Mackenzie England the rebound off to Bertram. Bertram pushing it down the floor, angles off left. Now cut off by Sutton. Has to throw it back out. Round to the right side is Bailey Pettigo. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. 3:20 to play. Driving left side. Throws up the shot, no good. England with a rebound. Back up and in off the window.
Good job sticking her nose in there with her hands up. Coach Bonds wants a timeout. Wasn't very happy at all with the shot selection they had a while ago. I mentioned they were going to take their time, and I'm 100% sure that he doesn't want Mutter shooting an 18-footer down here when they're trying to milk clock and run this clock out and beat us. Instead, they come down here and turn around and give up an offensive layup, or I'm sorry, an offensive rebound, and Mackenzie England pulls us back within 7, just a little bit over 3 minutes to play.
Coca-Cola timeout. Open a Coke and enjoy the game as we got the Trojans and the Patriots in Game 2 tonight. Coach Lex Lindsay, the new head coach of the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. .308 to play, 40-33. Allen County Scottsville. They come in the preseason ranked number 5 in the region. Barren County number 10 in the region. And, you know, you look at the scoring again for the Lady Patriots. It's Mason Towery with 19 points in the game. And Sarah Sutton with 15. 34 of the 40 coming from those two, Sarah Sutton and Mason Towery, both sophomores.
It's no secret that they're the best two returners. You would think maybe Day would be able to contribute, or Stafford be able to contribute a little bit more, but Sydney Day has been out. She had a preseason knee injury, so she's really not back to probably full strength. But this is a team, Allen County team, that has a lot of improvement that they can do just because they have so many young kids on it.
Only one senior on both teams. Warner for Barren and Stafford for Allen County Scottsville.
You can say the same about us. We have a lot of ceiling left to find.
Down to 2:48 to play. Towery with it out front. Stafford with it on the left wing. Out top to Day. Right side it goes to Towery. Now Towery back out to Sutton. 2.5 minutes to go. Not in any hurry here. Stafford over to Sutton. Back out to Towery. Go left to Stafford. Now Day with it back out front. Barren County only has 4 fouls in the second half.
We got to get up, and we can afford to give up a couple before we even put them in the bonus.
Around to the right side is Sutton. And we got a moving screen against somebody, or somebody pushed off.
That's a gift, because they're doing nothing but just milking the clock.
That was on Alderson, her second. And number 6 against the Lady Patriots here in the second half. We're down to 2:08 to play. Barren down by 7. Mallory Pettigo getting a screen from England. Drives left of the lane. Dishes it off in there to England. Now throws it back off to Mallory Pettigo. Puts up the shot. Good.
Passed up the first one and was able to get back a even probably better look.
Now the lead is down to 5 at 40-35 and a minute 50 to play. Day pushes across.
Allen County's played probably the last 5 minutes, maybe not to lose a little bit, and that's what's allowed us to get back in the game, because even though they're milking clock, they're not really scoring.
Here's Day. Get it back out to Towery. Foul on Bailey Pettigo. Be your third, team's 5th. With a minute 33 to play.
We could be a little selective, just down 5 with a minute 33 left of who we want to foul.
Stafford gets it to play to Sutton. Popped out of her hand by Mallory Pettigo, right in the hand of England. And now a 3 will cut it down here. Pointer, no good.
Good look.
And Bertram puts it back up. Shot it over the rim. Rebound England. Back up and in.
Took advantage of them not calling a whole lot of fouls and got the offensive putback.
40-37. A minute 10 to play. There's a foul in the backcourt on Mallory Pettigo. Going to be your third, team 6th.
1 to give still.
Number 4, Mallory Pettigo. That's her third. Team 6.
A minute 8 to play. Down to a 3-point ball game here. Mutter checks in for Alderson.
Honestly, I like our experience, and you're not going to say that very many times in these situations. I like our experience with what we got last year.
And we're going to get a holding foul on Mallory Pettigo. That's her 4th, team 7. It's going to put Sutton at the line.
Sutton, at the line, shoots 1 at the bonus.
Yeah, I think Sutton was the wrong person at the line.
Tried to step up.
Sydney Day's 0 for 2 at the stripe.
I was saying I like our experience in our guards a little bit more than Allen County's in this situation.
Missed it. Rebound England.
Plenty of time. We want a good shot, though.
For a 3 to tie it with a minute to play. Here's Bailey Pettigo off the screen left. Curls out to the corner. Still on the dribble. Circles it back out with 53 seconds to play. Bailey Pettigo going to stop. A partially blocked 3-pointer. Day underneath the basket.
Foul.
And bounces it off to Towery. 42 seconds. Works to the right side.
Mallory's got 4.
And is it on Bailey Pettigo? No, it's on Mallory Pettigo. That's going to be it. 5th foul on Mallory Pettigo. She'll foul out with 6 points. That's the 8th team foul on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Carly Delk will return to the lineup. It's going to send Towery to the line where she's 2 for 2.
Even though we have that experience factor, I still think it was in the girls' mind, down 3, we got to have a 3. But you almost had 45 seconds. You could have went for a layup and then just extended the game with a foul and just kind of went back and forth a little bit.
Yeah. Towery got that one to go. She got 20 points. 41-37. Towery for the bonus. It's up and it's good. Makes it a 2-possession game. 42-37. 38.6 to play. And now, Trojanettes need a bucket here. Ball comes into Delk. Gives it off to Bailey Pettigo.
Any bucket. Doesn't have to be a 3.
He's going to have to kind of hurry. Can't take too much time here. Bailey Pettigo dumps it in there to England. Throws it back out to Pointer. Going to fire up a 3. It's short. Underneath, Bailey Pettigo puts it back up. She's fouled with 22.3 seconds to play. The foul is going to be on Day.
Foul on number 5, Sydney Day.
So Bailey Pettigo at the line. She missed her first 4 free throws tonight, but hit the last 2. First one's no good. She'll have one more.
Entering is number 10, Tammy Stafford. Entering number 4, Stafford.
And Brad Bond's going to get a 30-second timeout. Coca-Cola timeout. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. 22.3 seconds to go. It's Allen County Scottsville 42, Barren County 37. And on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, we can give you a couple of scores from boys middle school tonight. 7th grade, Barren County beat Russell County 48-38. And in the 8th grade game, Barren County 50, Russell County 29. Also after 3, Glasgow girls lead Bowling Green 41-37. And now with 3:13 to play, Glasgow leads Bowling Green by 7, 52-45.
That'd be a fairly impressive early season win for Glasgow. Bowling Green rated in the top 5 anyway.
Yes. They were, I think, number 3 or 4 in a couple of polls, behind Monroe County and South Warren. Bailey Pettigo back up at the free throw line. 2 out of 7 tonight. Shot goes up. It is no good. Bertram trying to get the rebound. Ties it up with Sarah Sutton. It's going to go to ACS. 21 seconds to play. As the ball comes into play today, got a foul in the backcourt. Kaylee Stafford just checked in, 5'5" junior, and she'll go to the free throw line for Allen County Scottsville with 18.8 seconds to play. Olivia Pointer, her 3rd personal, number 9 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Mutter and McReynolds back in for the Lady Patriots. Kaylee Stafford at the line for the 1+1. And she hit the front end. 43-37. Allen County Scottsville. And bonus shot also good. And now that makes it a 3-possession game with 18.8. England will toss it in. Gets it in to Bailey Pettigo. She races down the floor. Now spins into the lane. Out to England. 18-footer. Good for England. 44-39. Timeout with 9.6 seconds to play.
Rear Lady Patriot lineup number 4, Stafford.
Well, the Trojanettes had a chance. It was 40-37. It was down by 11 at one time. They never gave up. Just couldn't make shots when they needed to. And
they had probably the 2 best players on the floor tonight, Sutton and Towery, and they were able to propel them to what will, barring something miraculous, be the victory tonight. We have kids that are capable of putting up those performances. They just didn't and weren't able to tonight. But we'll be able to adjust next time we play them come January. Know what to expect, and I'd say it'll be another tight game down there.
Allen County Scottsville, ball comes into Sutton. Touch foul by Bertram. Put Sutton at the line. 7.9 seconds to play. Sutton tonight 2 for 2 at the line, 15 points. Knocked down 3 threes in the game. And the shot's good.
Another thing that I think's helped Allen County a lot tonight is they've played several more kids. We're just going to have to develop some kids that can come in and give us some spells. Minutes at a time make a huge, huge difference when we're trying to win a ball game and play a full, effective 32 minutes. You can't be out there that full time.
Allen County Scottsville 46, Barren County 39. They're 10 of 11 at the line here in the second half. Bailey Pettigo pushing it down the floor. Off to Bertram. Bertram steps back out of the corner for 3. Hits the top of the backboard twice. That will do it. Allen County Scottsville wins 46-39 over the Trojanettes as the Lady Patriots go to 2-1 on the season, 1-0 in district play, while Barren County drops to 0-2 overall, 0-1 in district play. Again, 46-39, Allen County Scottsville over Barren County tonight. We will come back with the Coca-Cola postgame report in a moment. You're following the Trojanettes at 103.7 Nash.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Good job of staying in the fight, and we never gave up, like you said. I mean, when you're down 11, I think any other team, and a team that hasn't been as successful, you know, as of last year and so on, they probably would have folded. But I think our girls are, again, our motto has been fight on, and I feel like we've continued to try to battle back. You know, things didn't go our way. I mean, we saw it early. Opie had to go to the bench with a couple fouls, and she sat pretty much the whole first half, and, you know, that's big. We definitely got to have her, but, you know, again, I feel like the girls came together, and, you know, they did the best they could.
Of course, the Lady Patriots played, I think, 12 players tonight. Did that make your team a little tired, not being able to go very deep tonight on the bench?
You know, it could have. You know, I just feel like we've got to dig in. That's one thing that, you know, you've got to play great defense against good teams. And, you know, obviously Allen County Scottsville with a great tradition, they've got a good team. They're very, very well coached. I like Coach Bonds a lot. But, you know, that's where you just have to dig in a little extra harder. And, yeah, you might have to work a little extra harder on defense, but then that's when you just dig in offensively. If you want to score the basketball, you're going to make it work. And, you know, I mean, I think maybe we did get a little fatigued. You know, we've got 2 more games this week, so we can't blame that. You know,
Sutton and Towery are their 2 main players. They're sophomores. They score what I had 38 of their 46 tonight. But it's not like they go inside. They step back out, and they had 4 threes between the 2.
Yeah, they did. I was, you know, pretty shocked to say the least. Sutton's got a nice touch. I think she had 3 of the threes. And, you know, as far as Towery, I think she took a total of 19 threes last year and then comes in and does that. So, again, they've been working on it. They're good. They shot the ball well. We did not. We did not shoot the ball well at all. So that's one thing we're just going to have to keep working on.
You know, it looks like our guards may be a little better than their guards, and then we match up really well because you look at the roster, only 1 senior on each team.
Right. You know, we do match up well with them, and, I mean, we were excited about this game. And, again, like you said, we had a chance. Yeah, we were down 11, but we battled back and cut it to 3. I mean, that's huge for a team that has 1 senior, a junior, a couple juniors, and the rest freshmen and sophomores. Again, you know, we just got to get over that hump, and that's what we keep telling them.
Got a busy week this week. You only got 1 day of rest, and get ready to go on the road to Thomas Nelson on Thursday. Then you got Monroe County on Friday night. First Thomas Nelson, a team we have faced off and on the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, we saw them, you know, obviously we saw them last year. A zone team, more of a 2-3 zone. I believe they're 0-3, but they played some good teams. You know, I think we got a good chance against them. I know we're going out of region, but again, if we keep playing like we've been playing and, you know, take care of the basketball, I mean, 12 turnovers tonight, that's not terrible for us. You know, we'll take that, especially with their pressure.
Right.
You know, it's not like they played zone and stunk down in there. So, again, I think if we do the little things right, which is what we've tried to work on it and know each other's role and doing our job, you know, like, we got a big chance.
Yeah. Coach, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Jay.
Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes falling short tonight to the Allen County Scottsville Patriots in a district game, 46-39. The final score tonight, Allen County Scottsville over Barren County. We're going to get set for our second game of the evening. Just a moment, the Trojans and the Patriots in game 2 of our doubleheader as you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Coca-Cola is dedicating radio time to unsung holiday heroes. This one goes out to the gracious holiday hosts. Every year, you host the entire family for Christmas dinner. That's both bold and brave. While others cringe at hosting 25 family members, you embrace it with unparalleled passion. You bring distant relatives closer together. And you deserve a delicious, refreshing, ice-cold Coke in return. Share a Coke with your holiday hero, Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
I go to South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College because it's so close. I go
for the small class sizes.
I go because I can transfer my credits. I go because
I can take classes when it works for me.
I go to get a better job. I go for some of Kentucky's most affordable tuition.
I go because it's crazy not to.
For all the right reasons. South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
The People's Bank knows this is a season for giving.
Giving to loved ones of our time and thoughts, giving to those less fortunate, and giving thanks to those who are a shining star in our life all year long.
Merry Christmas. This is Terry Bunnell, and I'd like to take this opportunity to give special thanks to all of our loyal customers and the community for your support.
Happy holidays to you and your family from everyone at the People's Bank, 605C, Happy Valley Road, Glasgow.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You can get ahead and stay ahead with Campbellsville University's January term courses. The January term runs January 3rd through the 14th. And with online and on-campus courses, you can study at home or take advantage of affordable on-campus housing. And January term is affordable, just $383 per credit hour for undergrad classes. That's less than half price. January term at Campbellsville University, January 3rd through the 14th. For more, log on to campbellsville.edu/janterm.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is BCHS Magnet School Principal Letitia Hughes saying we are BC.
Welcome back to Barren County High as we get set for Game 2 of our district doubleheader tonight. Barren County Trojans and the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. Lex Lindsay in his first season as the head coach of the Patriots, of course, had a lot of success down at Franklin Simpson, where he took a team to the state championship a few years ago. They're 1-1 coming into tonight's game. South Warren lost 54-46, and a buzzer beater against Edmonson County, which the Patriots won 56-54. Barren County 2-0 to start this season. Coach Warren Cunningham in his 9th year defeated Greene County on the road 55-40 last Tuesday night. Went to South Warren on Friday, won 44-34 in a low-scoring game. Barren County has won 7 straight against ACS in 14 of the last 15 ball games. Mentioned about Lex Lindsay. He's the 3rd coach in 3 years. Took over for Hilton Isabel, who went 6-23 last year. James Willett, the year before that, finished his coaching career at Allen County, who's now at Glasgow, 14-15. And they've had 6 straight losing seasons, and their last winning season came in the 09-10 season when the Patriots went 16-13. And kind of a different, rebuilding year, I guess, for the Patriots, you'd have to say, as they have about 6 seniors, but I think only 2 of them start, and we've seen a couple of them last year, but all their main players graduated, and of course so did the Trojans as well. And this could be an interesting game tonight, Robert.
Yeah, they graduated 7 players last year, and the majority of their points will not be in this game tonight that we saw last year, but the same for us. If you look at just the first game in the matchup last year, we won pretty handily when you consider how tight this game has been over some of the last few years. But we only returned 13 of the 67 points that we had last year. Nick had 24, Wade had 15, and Gavin had 11. So we only returned 13 of 67 points, and the leading scorer would have been Jared Coomer, and he failed to reach double figures. So what you saw in the first couple of games was, I think, completely different teams and more of what we need from Jared Coomer in that South Warren game. As I listened to you guys, it seemed like he was a lot more aggressive. He looked for his shots. He knew that the offense had to go through him, and for us to be successful, he has to be one of the best players in the region. And there has to be no doubt in that Greene County game, if you were just a casual fan and didn't know anybody from either team, he wouldn't have stood out to you. He has to stand out, and tonight's a night that he could do that and get us on the road to another district championship and getting that 1 seed in a district that I think is not settled by any means. I think it's very wide open. Monroe County has had a couple of good games. They played Franklin tough the other night, but you got to remember Franklin's without all their football players too. And so I'm not sure how much that affected the game, but I know it did at least some. So tonight we have to come in here and take care of business, because Allen County, no matter what their record is at the end of the year, when they only win 6 games last year, they still can play you tough and be a tough out in a district tournament or even just a regular season home game.
Break down some numbers for you. Allen County Scottsville shoots 39.5% from the field in the first 2 ball games. 31.3, 10 of 32 on three-point shots. From the free throw line, 83%, 24 of 29. The Patriots are averaging 51 points a game, giving up 54. And out rebounding their opponents in the first 2, 33.5 to 23.5. They turned the ball over 16 times. Barren County shooting close to 41% for the field, 27.3, 9 of 33 on three-point shots so far. First 2 ball games. Trojans shooting at 68.3% from the line, averaging 22.5 rebounds a game, giving up 20.5. And the Trojans are averaging 49.5 points a game, giving up 37 to their opponents. And turnovers looks like 10.5 for Barren, forcing their opponents into 15.5 turnovers in the first 2 ball games. I mentioned Jared Coomer had 19 points and 8 rebounds to lead the Trojans in that win over South Warren on Friday night. He was the only Trojan in double figures, and South Warren had 2 players in double figures despite only 34 points. I believe it was Smith and Moore Beckham that had 25 of the 34 in that game. And, well, I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see how this is a big game right here. I mean, all these district games are big when it comes to tournament time, and you never know. I think it's more wide open than we've seen it in a long time, and maybe, well, probably not as strong as it has been either.
I would say that's guaranteed. That it's not as strong as it has been. I don't think there's a district team probably within the top 5 of the region when you look all the way throughout how your ratings go. But we've dominated this series. We've won 14 out of the last 15, won 7 consecutive, probably as you've already mentioned, and all the way back to 2011 was when Allen County had its last win, if you don't count the one there, the only one in the middle of that in 2014.
Pre-game report brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. New store opening soon in Glasgow. We'll have the starting lineups when we come back after this timeout. It's the Trojans and Patriots here on 103.7 Nash Icons.
We're going.
The games are on.
Brent Ayers, big old tires.
Know that
back at Barren County High School, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer as we get set for the Trojans and Patriots in Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Trojanettes falling 46-39 to the Lady Patriots in Game 1 of our District 15 doubleheader. Take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. For the Allen County Scottsville Patriots, first-year head coach Lex Lindsay. His assistant coaches Casey Napier and Brandon DeWitt. They'll start Brett Rippey, a 5'10 sophomore who averages 10 points in the first 2 ball games. Sam Clark, 6'2 junior, averaging 6. Jack Ward, a 6'1 senior, averaging 9.5 points, 4 rebounds a game. Kirby Carver, a 6'3 senior, 8 points and 9 rebounds. And Marcus Carter, a 6'4 junior, averages 7 points, 8.5 rebounds. So 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore in the starting lineup tonight for the Patriots. Warren Cunningham in his 9th season, head coach at Barren County. His assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, and Jared Browning. Starting Parker Stevens, 5'11", 148, and a junior, averaging 6 points a game. Branson London, 6'3", 153, a senior, averaging 10.5. Garrett Arterburn, 6'1", 150, a junior, 7 points and 4 rebounds a game. Jared Coomer, 6'7", 176, a junior, 13 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. And Tyler Smith, 6'2", 230, a junior, 6 points and 3 rebounds per game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Barren County High School for tonight's boys basketball action. Tonight's game will feature the Allen County Scottsville Patriots and the Barren County Trojans. Starting lineups for tonight for the visitors on the scoreboard. As 1 guard, number 4, Brett Rippey. And now, your very own Barren County Trojans. At 1 guard, a 6'2" senior, number 3, Branson London. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 5, Parker Stevens. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 40, Tyler Smith. One junior, number 33, Garrett Arterburn. And brother forward is 6'7" junior, number 12, Jared Coomer. The Trojans are coached by assistants Lee Johnson, Jared Browning, and Kevin Rogers. Head coach Warren Cunningham. The officials for tonight's game.
Been here many times with Franklin Simpson, one of his first times on the boys' side. And he left here in the late 90s and went on to have multiple coaching ventures. Now back with Allen County, he was hired pretty late in the game for a hire, and that was in the beginning of September.
Yeah. Jack Ward for Allen County Scottsville. Jared Coomer for Barren. Trojans moving left to right. In white tonight, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. Here's a toss of the tap, controlled by the Trojans. As London gives it off to Parker Stevens. 1-2-2. Half-court trap here. They give it off to London. Going to have to get it across the line. Stevens, cross-court pass over to London. Diagonal pass off to Arterburn. He puts it up. It's no good.
Used the glass there. He had an angle, but didn't take it.
Kirby Carver with the rebound. As they give it off to Rippey. Right side it goes to Clark. Now Clark picks up his dribble. Back to Ward out front. Now Ward. Allen County Scottsville, blue uniforms, red numbers and letters. They work it around the perimeter in the corner to Ward. Ward wants to drive against Branson London. Hands it back off there to Clark, rather to Carter. Now here's Carver falling out of bounds. Ball thrown away. London went to the deck. The ball was tipped away, and so it'll be Trojans basketball.
We'll take a break in the first minute to get the ball back.
Parker Stevens handles the basketball here.
Get the ball in the middle against this trap. We can't just pass it back and forth and then let the trap come.
Arterburn in the middle. There to Smith. Off to Jared Coomer, and he puts it up and in.
Good things happen when you get the ball to the middle. Turn square up. We had a cutter right to the rim for the layup. We can do that all night. We'll easily win the game.
2-0. Barren County gets the first lead of the basketball game. Here's Kirby Carver. Lost the handle. Threw it in the back court. That'll be over and back. Trojans will get the ball with 6:41 to play here in the first period.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
Mark Curry, Barry Vincent, Tony Franklin, your officials. Sponsored by Whitlow Family Vision Centers, 270-651-2020. And the Farmers REC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off. Trojans 2-0 here with 6:35 to play first quarter. Arterburn left side out to Stevens. Right side it goes to Coomer. And we got a whistle away from the ball. 3 seconds in the lane. I don't know if London was in there or Smith.
They were both kind of one-footed into the lane. Didn't affect the play whatsoever, but you can't just be stagnant.
Tyler Mosby will come in for Tyler Smith. Mosby 6'2", 217, and a junior. Only 2 seniors on this Barren County Trojan team. One of those being Branson London, the other Chase Dial, reserve. Here's Ward with it out front. Ward, top of the key, wants to make a move on London, drives to the basket, goes and puts it in.
Got to take a charge there.
2-2 the score. Stevens in the middle to Mosby. Off to Arterburn to the right side. Shovels it in there to Mosby. Right of the lane. Back out to Stevens on the right wing. Stevens will bring it back out. 2-2 ball game. Just under 6 minutes to play first quarter. London in the middle. Mosby turns and fires. Misses. Crashing aboard. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Shot will be there all night. We've got to attack and be aggressive against the zone.
Allen County Scottsville basketball. Brett Rippey. And that ball getting away. Carver, loose ball again, and Allen County Scottsville comes up with it and a reach-in foul.
Trying to smack at it and push it down our way instead of going in two-handed and grabbing it.
So Mosby picks up his first one on the Trojans.
I think Rippey got the winning bucket against Edmonton County the other night in that last second shot.
Here's Carver with it on the left side of Ward. Ward sends it back out top now to Carter. Carver with it now on the left. So he dribbles it out. Looking for Ward. Cross-court pass over to Rippey. Rippey now gets rid of it to Carter. Carter wants to drive against Coomer. Goes in for the shot. It's no good. Going to get a foul.
Tried to set up for the charge, but did it too early, so he just slid around it.
So Jared Coomer picks up his first. That'll be the second team foul against the Trojans. They lob it in the corner to Rippey. Now they work inside to Ward, underneath to Carver. Blocked in there and taken away by Jared Coomer. Coomer racing down the floor with it. And we're going to get a double dribble.
Thought he had an opening to pass it, and when he went up to grab it, didn't get it, put it back down.
So the Patriots get it back here with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter and a 2-2 ball game. Here's Rippey. Bounces it off out there to Clark. Clark bounce pass back to Rippey on the left side. Back over to Clark. Clark drives down right of the lane. Here's Carver with a jumper. Good. Kirby Carver. 4-2. Patriots lead it. Here's London. Giving it off now to Stevens. Back to London. Has to get it across the line. Ball batted up in the air by Ward, but caught and taken back by London. Here's Coomer. He's open. Left corner. No good. Ball poked away. Rippey's got it for ACS. Up court, Clark on the right side. Clark out to Carver. Lost the handle. Mosby trying to dive for it there. He'll deal it down in there to Carter. And it's partially blocked. Taken away by Coomer again. Because nailed it to the bottom of the backboard there. Stevens over to Arterburn. 4 minutes to play first quarter. 4-2 ball game. Stevens over to Arterburn. In the middle to Mosby. Now Stevens in the corner to London. Steps back, shoots a three-pointer. No good. Carver with a rebound for ACS. Off to Rippey. Back to Carver. Over the right side it goes to Clark. And out to Ward. Ward back over the right side now. They go down low. Carver on the baseline. Carver dribbles it out. Now throws it back out front to Ward. 3:26 to play. Right side is Carter. They go left, goes through the hands of Carver and out of bounds as Chase Dial will check in. 6'2" senior. And Tyler Smith, 6'2", 230, a junior. Smith started the ball game, went out for a moment, back in. 3:21 to play here in the first. So the Trojans have London, Stevens, Dial, Coomer, and Smith on the court. As London, diagonal pass over the left side. Coomer fires it in there to Smith. He puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good again. A little bit too far underneath the rim that time. Ankle. Here comes Allen County Scottsville. They throw it back out to Rippey. Now Rippey goes left side. Over to Carter. Carter jumps it up, 15-footer. It's off the mark. Crashing aboard is Tyler Smith. Gives it off to Stevens. Stevens quickly in front court. London three. No, air ball. Take him to Carter. Long pass down the floor to Ward. Ward cuts back up and under move. Shot blocked in there. And London has it underneath the basket. Gives it off to Coomer. Here comes Coomer driving and loses the control. Smith goes up, shot blocked. Wow. Should have been something right there.
Yeah, had to have been.
And on the other end, here's a shot put up and in by Dylan Reed, who just checked to the game, a 6'2" senior for Allen County Scottsville.
Same set of officials as the girls' game, and we saw multiple times they just let them play. They did in that sequence in the boys' game, too.
London in a trap over to Stevens. 6-2, 2 minutes to play, first quarter. As Stevens handles the basketball, they drop back in the 2-3 zone. London back to Stevens. Now Stevens wants to penetrate, gives it off to Jared Coomer, goes a basket, and he lays it in. Almost dunked it.
Yeah, I think he was kind of in between and decided to make sure to get the points with the layup.
6-4. Allen County Scottsville, minute 35 to play. We got Wesley Fisher in the ball game, a 6'3" senior, in for Coach Lex Lindsay now. And pass coming out long to Fisher. Fisher gets rid of it to Ward. A minute 20 to play. Goes up against Coomer in the left corner. They work it around the perimeter from Reed to Rippey. Right, there's a double dribble. And no, that's not a double dribble. And then Ward
got one down here, though.
Travels it on the end line. Oh, I don't know.
Wow. The less you call, quicker you get home, I guess.
I mean, everybody in the gym saw that.
Actually, twice, I thought.
1:05 to go, first quarter. And here's Ardemer in the middle, goes through the hands of Smith. Turnover Barren. Rippey, long pass down the floor. Fisher goes under and puts it in.
Ball fake. Both of them went for it, went right around for the layup. Low score in first quarter here. Nobody even yet to double figures.
8-4. Ardemer off to Stevens. Hooks it back over to Ardemer. Now Ardemer back to Stevens once again. 35 seconds to play. Stevens. Back out now to Ardemer. Back to Stevens. 27 seconds to play.
This zone has gotten us very stagnant. We're just kind of all passing it around and waiting for somebody else to do the work.
Bounce pass in the corner to Coomer. Back out to Stevens. Back to Coomer. 3 seconds in the lane.
It was on Dow. That's happened twice, mainly because, just as I said, we're not moving. Just because they play a zone doesn't give you an excuse to just stand there. You got to flash, you got to move. You still set screens, and you almost have to hide and find you an opening so that your teammate can get you the ball.
Rippey gives it down in low, and it's knocked away from behind. Brandon Reed just checked in, 5'11", 140 junior. 4.5 seconds to go. Fisher to toss it in. Underneath the Carver, and he puts it in.
Way too easy.
10-4. That's going to end the first quarter of play as Barren County trails the Patriots after one. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS.
Listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Terry Reed, BCHS head cross-country coach, and we are BC.
Barren County only 2 of 10 the first quarter. Allen County Scottsville 5 of 9. Patriots lead at 10-4. So we start the second quarter, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. And the ball gets away. Arterburn's got it. And ball batted away by Carver, trying to go to London. And it will stay with Barren County. Stevens will toss it in. Jack Ward returns here in the second quarter as Fisher will go out.
Everything I kind of gave our kids credit for in that good win against South Warren, we've not done. Everybody on the floor has been passing.
They go into Mosby right on the inbounds pass, and he puts it up and in. 10-6. Here's Ward. Pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Rebound Stevens. A little quick trigger on that one by Ward. Long pass down to Mosby, batted away by Carver and out of bounds.
We've got to force the tempo. Allen County wants to slow it down. They're playing zone. They're playing the half-court trap. They want us to take 30, 45 seconds of possession. We have to get it go.
3 by Arterburn. No good. Batted up in for the rebound. Loose ball on the floor. Trying to dig it out is Stevens. Going to be jump ball, possession arrow back to the Trojans.
Got an easy hoop on the inbounds. Let's see if we can get it again.
London will toss it in. Comes in the corner to Mosby. Out to Stevens. Stevens sends it over to London. Wants to shoot the 3. Good.
Had to work a little harder for it. It didn't come right out of the play. Step back, knocked it down. Back-to-back buckets.
3-pointer there by Branson London. 10-9. Underneath, wide open shot, put up and in by Carter.
He had 5 guys outside the lane, all staring at the ball. Nobody had a clue he was behind him.
12-9. Allen County Scottsville back to that 1-2-2 again. Here's Arterburn. Off to Stevens. Back over to Arterburn. In the middle to Mosby. Turns and fires it off to Stevens. He's going to drive. Scoop shot up and rolls in.
It was acrobatic, but it was balanced.
12-11. Timeout by Lex Lindsay.
We pick up a little trap of our own. Lindsay jumps up and calls a timeout to avoid a turnover.
Coca-Cola timeout here.
Good response coming out of a weak first quarter where we only scored 4 points. I don't know. You have to go probably back pretty far to figure out when the last time we just had 4 points in a quarter, especially to start the basketball game.
Right.
But we've cut a 6-point quarter break lead just to a 1 point in less than a minute and a half.
Reminder, you're listening to 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, Bowling Green, on the internet at espnky.com/Barren County, and on barronschools.com/athletics, and on BCHS Live. Rippey with the basketball for Allen County Scottsville. Works it against Stevens. Right side it goes to Carter. He's in a trap. Fires it off to Carver. Dumps it down inside. Shot put up and in by Carter. 14-11. Allen County Scottsville. Here's Harder with the basketball. In the middle goes to Mosby. Fires it down to the corner, and a 3 by London. Swish. Branson London, 2 back-to-back threes. Makes it a tied game at 14. Carver with the basketball. Off to Rippey. In the middle to Carter. Fires it down underneath. Shot put up no good. Follow-up is no good. Crashing aboard, London comes up with the basketball, knocked away by Ward. Saved in bounds. He threw it off the shoulder of Arterburn and out of bounds.
Tried to put it down in traffic. We want to run, but you can't put the ball down in traffic.
So ACS will keep it with 5:47 to play in the first half. Somerset leads Glasgow 25-15 at the end of one. In a boys game, here is Carver. Off right side to Reed, who's back in. He'll jump it up to the baseline. It's good. His fourth point coming off the bench. 16-14, Allen County Scottsville. Arterburn with the basketball. Middle to Mosby. He heads toward the rack. Goes down and lays it up and in.
Put it on the floor and go to somebody stops you, and nobody did.
Tied at 16, 5:20 to play in the first half. As Ward comes out to get the pass from Clark. Goes back right side corner to Carver. Wants to go baseline against Coomer. Jared cuts him off. As Carver brings it back out. Now bounces it off in the corner there to Clark. Clark wants to work against London. Now here's Reed. Hooks it back off to Carver. Underneath the basket. Flips it up. No good. Coomer with a rebound. I believe he got poked in the eye. And it'll be Trojans basketball. Chase Dial, Tyler Smith checking back into the Trojan lineup. And in for Allen County Scottsville, Brock Metter, number 32, a 6-foot junior. And Jared Coomer will inbounds a pass to Parker Stevens. They go back to 1-2-2 again. Half-court trap. Dial. Back over to Stevens. Gets it in front court now. He's in a trap. Fires it back over to Dial. Back to Stevens. 4:36 to play. First half. We're tied at 16. Dial. Back out to Stevens. Stevens backs away in the dribble now. Stevens. Bounce pass over to Dial. Trying to feed it into Smith. Goes off of a Patriot and out of bounds. Stays with the Trojans at 4:20 to play in the first half. And it comes out to Stevens. Stevens now dribbles left, gives it over to London, fakes a three, drives in lane, shovels it in there to Smith. He puts it up, he's fouled.
Nice dish. A little late reaction by Smith, but he was able to gather it and still go up with it all in one motion and draw the foul. Not been a lot of free throw shot and not been a lot of fouls drawn underneath the basket at all.
Free throw by Smith is good.
Allen County shot no free throws. Is this first free throws of the whole basketball game?
It is.
That's crazy. An aggressive district game. We're halfway through the second quarter, and I think they've let a lot go, but they've let a lot go both ways, too.
Caden Ross, 5'10 sophomore, checks in. Smith can't get that one to go. And here comes Allen County Scottsville as they give it off to Carter. Right side, Rippey. In the corner goes to Carver. And Dial trying to pick off the pass. He collided with Brett Rippey.
Right idea. Second late.
That'll be his first, team's third. Allen County Scottsville ball at the 4-minute mark of the first half. Trojans leading 17-16. And the ball comes into play to Rippey. And now Rippey bounces it off to the right side to Fisher. Out to Ross. Ross, one dribble, needs help as London's got him smothered there. And throws it down to the baseline to Carter. Trying to work it in there to Carver. Ball's loose. It goes out of bounds. We got a foul call. And the foul is going to be on Tyler Smith. His first, team's fourth. Rippey checks out for ACS, replaced by Sam Clark. Fisher will toss it in for the Patriots. Ball comes out and stolen away by Stevens. Stepped right in front of Caden Ross. Stevens will work it against this 1-2-2 half-court trap. He's in a trap. Cross-court pass comes to London. Long three, in and out. And crashing aboard is Fisher for ACS. About a 27-footer there. 17-16, Trojans by one. Ross with it on the near side. Gives it out to Fisher. Got Dial guarding him. Left side is Carter. Now they go down to Carver. He'll bring it back up. Ross with the basketball against London. Wants to drive with it. Cut off, jump pass. Out to Clark, top of the key, and he's going to be called for steps. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Another low-scoring game here, 17-16. Trojans lead it by 1. Parker Stevens.
Our 13 points in this quarter looks like an offensive explosion.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of last Friday night. Jared Coomer going to the bucket, puts it up and in. Split 2 defenders wide open.
Yeah,
Coomer with 6 points.
I know he's a good shooter, but I think that's a good change to put him in the middle and let him work.
19-16. Trojans lead at 3. Clark with it, bounces it out to Fisher. Fisher against Dial, back to Clark, dumps it down in there. They go baseline to Ross. He walked, no whistle. Ball taken away from him by London. And a long bounce pass off to Coomer. He goes under, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be charged to Fisher, his first, team's second.
Oh, he was clearly shooting, and they're going to put it on the floor. He was going up for a layup and got hammered from behind. But we shot 2 free throws, so that's clearly too many for our quota in the first half to get 2 more.
I thought he was going up.
Warren had already called a couple guys over here to give him some instructions for when we flip the ends.
Comes into Stevens, out of the right side. Feeds it down in there to Smith. He puts it up, shot it over the rim. Up court is Clark with it for ACS. Clark against Dial, and a reach in on Dial. His second, team's 5th. We get Tyler Mosby and Garrett Arterburn back in the ball game for the Trojans. Jack Ward is back in the game now for the Allen County Scottsville Patriots. So he gets it out to Rippey. And, well, they're not calling anything tonight. Here's a shovel pass, and in there to Coomer. Try to force it in there now. Here's going to be a collision. They're going to call an offensive foul on Jared Coomer, his second, team 6th.
We want to go, but under control. That time jump stop, and he had an outlet for a 3 if he wanted it. The way Allen County's playing, they're not offensively exploding the night at all, but they're just kind of gotten us out of our rhythm because of the defense they're playing and the pace.
Right. Rippey off to a pass picked off by Smith. Try to go to Ward underneath the basket. Here comes Stevens with it in front court. Arterburn, long 3 in the air, no good. Rebound taken off by Rippey. Here's Carver with the basketball. Left side over to Ward. Now Ward picks up his dribble. Back out to Rippey. Over to Clark on the right wing. Back out front now to Rippey. 1:16 left in the half. Rippey driving against Stevens. And a foul. His first. It's Barren's 7th of the half.
Huge foul disparity, 7-2. Putting Allen County in the bonus. And us, we'll never get there in a minute, 12 seconds.
Nope. Brett Rippey at the line, averaging 10 points in the first 2 ball games. 5'10" sophomore. And that one comes out. Rebound, Tyler Smith gives it to Arterburn. Now to Stevens.
About scored on 15-6 this quarter.
And there's a ball getting away. Loose ball out of bounds. And Trojans will get it back with 1:03.
Technical foul.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's been assessed after number. I'm not sure why, but we'll get an explanation here, or at least Warren will. Warren doesn't need one. He saw it. We did.
Free throw no good by Clark. He'll have one more. Clark puts it up, and that one's going to drop off as well. They're 0 for 3 at the line here in the first half. I think there's going to be a fire lit in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah.
Ward gets it out to Rippey. Rippey driving left, gives it off in the corner. Here's a three. No, it's short. Taken by Parker Stevens. 54 seconds to play here in the first half.
And to be fair, this is a game that you shouldn't have to light fires under kids. No matter if you're first year out here or fourth year out here, you should be wanting to play in a district game.
Yeah. And we got a foul on 24 for ACS. That's Sam Clark, his first, team's third. Fisher going to check in for Clark for the Patriots with 44.5 seconds to play. Stevens will inbound the ball left of the bucket. Sends it out to Arterburn. He's going to jump it up. Three. Yes! Garrett Arterburn with a People's Bank three-point shot. 22 to 16.
Third one, what's really mainly been allowing us to pull out to a 6-point lead and actually get the lead to begin with.
And here is Ward driving, dumps it off, intended for Carver, goes out of bounds.
Easily had a layup there, I thought, and decided to throw it to a guy who was further away from the rim than he was.
Yeah. 22.9 seconds to play here in the first half.
See if we have one last possession to extend the lead.
Arterburn, bad pass. And here's Rippey going to the bucket. Foul going to be called on Parker Stevens, his second.
That wasn't the way you wanted that 7 seconds to go down.
The two shots coming to Brett Rippey. First one is good. His first point of the game. 22 to 17. And hits both. 22 to 18, 15.5 seconds to go here before halftime. Stevens with a basketball. Hooks it over to Arterburn. Arterburn back over to Stevens. Back over to Arterburn. Gets it in front court, left side. Driving with it is Reed. Has it blocked. Mosby in traffic. Puts it up. It's blocked.
Got a foul.
And we got a foul as the buzzer sounds. And the foul is going to be number 4. That's Rippey, his first. Team's fourth. So Tyler Mosby will stand by himself at the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Mosby. First one. Good. At 5 points this quarter. 23-18. Mosby for the second. And he aims and fires and hits. So at halftime, the Trojans on top, 24 to 18 over Allen County Scottsville, as the Trojans scored 20 points in that second quarter to Allen County Scottsville's 8. We'll come back with the Zaxby's halftime report in a moment. Proud sponsor, Barren County High Basketball. Come by Zaxby's on Happy Valley Road before or after the game. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon. Tyler Smith. Chase Dial and Brandon Reed saw action but failed to score in the first half. Patriots led 10-4 at the end of the first quarter. Trojans come back, outscoring the Patriots 20-8 in that second period of play. Points off turnovers, the Patriots with 10, the Trojans with 6. Points in the paint, 10-8. Barren County, both teams had 2 points on second chance, and both teams 6-point leads, as the Patriots had a 6-point lead with 9 seconds to play. That was 10-4. And then the Trojans have their largest lead right now at 6 at 24-18.
Well, you know, we forced them into 7 turnovers in that second quarter, and we were able to outscore them 20-8, pick up a 6-point advantage. But we're still just so passive. Big stat that shows that is we let them out rebound us. Even though they only have 1 offensive rebound, we're still giving up more rebounds to them. And you know, there's been times where we could have dove on the floor and we're just kind of smacking it away instead of going reaching there and grabbing it. We just have to be better. There's going to be a lot of times we step on the floor this year where we're not athletically superior to the team that we're facing. And you have to make up that difference by just hustle plays, being more aggressive, winning those 50-50 balls. And it looks like, you know, just sometimes the kids are very, very, I don't know a better word than passive or hesitant to get in there and try to fight for those balls. And sometimes your personality hurts you a little bit. That's just the kid's personality. Majority of the kids we're playing aren't the kids that are going to be, you know, very vocal. And when you have a ton of those collectively, it just makes you passive. We're going to have to find a fire, and it can't be Warren every night getting these kids up and getting them excited to play. They're just going to have to naturally learn. You can't change your personality. You can't do anything drastically different, but you're going to have to find inner motivation to get you out there and want to play basketball every night for 32 minutes.
Plus, you've got another district game coming up Friday night in Monroe County. That's not going to be any easier than what this tonight's game.
No, it'll be much more difficult. I think Allen County, if you think about it, is probably the bottom right now of the district. And then Glasgow, then I would like to hope and think that us in Monroe are probably at the top. But, you know, if we play the way we did tonight, I think Monroe is a better team than we are, especially down there. So, you know, we can't do this again Friday night. We're going to be lucky right now if we continue to play that way, or the way that we're playing right now, that we come out of here with a victory. So hopefully we can find a switch, flip something, and come out here and play a much better 16 minutes and get our first district victory and move to 3-0.
Trojans lead 24-18 over Allen County Scottsville. The Trojanettes falling tonight 46-39 to the Lady Patriots. Of course, both teams back in action Friday night at Monroe County. The Trojanettes will be in action Thursday night at Thomas Nelson. I believe the JV game starts at 5 o'clock with a varsity game about 6:15 to 6:30. So we'll have the varsity game for you on the air Thursday night from Bardstown. 24-18 here at the break, and we'll come back. Thanks for listening to the Zaxby's Halftime Report. We'll come back with third quarter action. After this break, you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Nobody keeps
Turner with Robert Bauer as we get set for the third quarter, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Anytime you want to look up a score from middle school to high school on our website, you can do so by logging on to barronschools.com/athletics and click on the sports report, and you can get bowling results as well. Of course, lots of basketball with middle school boys about to wrap up. And we'll have freshman, JV, varsity throughout the rest of the season. We'll have those logged for you online each day as we post them daily on our Barren Schools website. You know, outscoring them 20-8 in the second quarter, it didn't seem like that.
No, it's been a very, very sloppy game. It's been very hard to get a rhythm, get a feel. And it was just, I think, mainly those three-pointers that we were able to knock down in that second quarter that gave us that edge. Couple scores around to get us going here in the third. 41-34 Glasgow over Somerset. At halftime, Warren East is up 34-28 over Russellville, and Bowling Green up over a team we scrimmaged, E-Town, 72-41 at the end of three.
Going to be Allen County Scottsville's basketball as we start the third quarter. Barren County with Arterburn, Stevens, Smith, Mosby, and Coomer to start the second half. And here's Rippey going around a screen, goes right side corner to Clark, and back out now it comes to Rippey. They hook it off to Clark around the top against Jared Coomer. Bounce pass left side off to Rippey. Rippey into the key, now gives it off to Clark, and he works underneath. Has it stripped loose by Mosby. Maybe Arterburn had a hand on it, couldn't tell from this angle. Stevens with it in front court for the Trojans now. Got a lot of pressure on him. In the middle it goes to Mosby. Mosby turns, fires it down to Smith. Smith kicks it back out to Stevens. Had a look at a three, but didn't take it. He'll lob it back over to Arterburn and back out now to Stevens to set it up. Right side, it goes to Coomer. Back out now to Stevens. Now Stevens on the dribbles, picked it up, goes in the corner. Three by Coomer, good. Two-pointer. Long two by Jared Coomer, his 8th point. Puts the lead up to 26-18. Coomer. Are they going to call a block on Coomer?
Well, I said charge because the kid extended his forearm all the way out. It was pretty blatant, the motion he made, but Jared will pick up a foul out of the deal. His third.
So Chase Dial comes to replace Jared Coomer. And there's a walk, no whistle there. They go underneath, try to force it in there to Ward. Double team, puts it in off the glass and in. Ward his second field goal. 26-20. Barren County on top with 6:42 to play. In the middle it goes to Mosby. He turns, fires it off to Arterburn. Arterburn wants to drive, trying to get around Carver. Back out, Stevens will fire a three. It's going to come off. And rebound to Carver for Allen County Scottsville. Almost picked off by Stevens and a pass to Ward. Or rather to Rippey. Rippey has it in front court off to Carver. They dump it down in there to Carter. And now Ward falling down. Here's Carver with it. A little baseline shot. Good. 26-22. Barren had an 8-point lead there, 26-18, and Allen County's come back with 2 straight buckets. Here's Chase Dial driving into the lane and had it knocked away. Actually threw it away.
Yeah, threw it to nobody.
Well, when you're playing sloppy and the officiating is not very good, you're really lucky to be up 4.
The officiating just let a lot of things go tonight, and we haven't adjusted to that. The officiating helps to make the game sloppy, but Allen County, the way they're playing, definitely makes it sloppy.
Rippey with it, down underneath. Carter puts it up, no good. Batted up in the air, batted out of bounds by Carver. And it'll go to Barren County with 5:36 to play in the third quarter.
But, you know, a lot of our games might just be sloppy this year. That might be how we have to win. Was it fair to say the South Warren game was sloppy?
Yeah.
But this team's not as good as South Warren, I don't think, are they?
I don't think so.
They don't have the size. They don't have the components that
they're not
as
physical either.
No.
Arterburn in the middle. Stolen away by Ward. Ward all the way to the rack. Lays it up and in.
Can't give those up.
Now it's a 2-point ball game. 26-24.
6-2 to start the first 3 minutes.
Stevens gets it across the line. He's in a trap. Goes to Mosby. He's going to turn and fire, and he'll knock it down for 3.
No. Yes, maybe.
Mosby with 9 points coming off the bench tonight. And that's the 4th People's Bank three-point shot tonight. Puts the lead back up to 5 for the Trojans at 29-24. Here's Carver against Smith. Sends it over to Fisher. Now top it comes around the perimeter now to Ward. Ward gets around Dial. He'll put it up with the left hand and put it in.
Good hesitation move to blow by Dial.
29-26. Arterburn with it in the backcourt. Gives it off to Stevens. Stevens now fires it back over to Arterburn. Now Arterburn bounce pass in the corner to Smith. Back out to Arterburn. Now they go in the middle there to Mosby. Off to Dial. Back out now to Stevens. Over to Arterburn. In there to Mosby. Dumps it in there to Smith, and he puts it in.
Thought he passed up a good shot, but the reason he did was Tyler Smith was open underneath.
31-26. Trojans lead is 5. Rippey with a basketball. Bounce it down to the corner to Fisher. Back out to Rippey. Now Rippey gives it off to Carter. Carter spinning, going in traffic, puts it up. It's no good. Stevens a rebound. Outlet pass comes to Arterburn. Crossover dribble, knocked away and stolen. Try to split the defenders. Here's a pass underneath the basket. A little head fake, put up and in by Carter.
We crossed over right in front of the defender. They're going to swipe that away 90% of the time. We had numbers, or at least an even, we would like to get a break out of.
Yep. Here's Mosby driving strong to the bucket. Puts it up. It's no good. Smith, the rebound, back up and a foul.
Yeah, Mosby's not going to get that foul initially. He almost turned his back and threw it over his shoulder. But Tyler Smith was there to clean it up and went much more aggressively to the hoop to draw the foul.
First foul of the second half. Carver, his first personal. Free throw is no good by Smith. It's 1 of 3 at the stripe. In for Allen County Scottsville, Dylan Reed. Also back in is Sam Clark. Tyler Smith back at the charity line. 31-28 Trojans. Free throw is up and good this time by Smith. Makes it 32-28. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Rippey with a basketball for ACS. Cross-court pass coming left side. Fisher down low. Swatted away. Actually lost out of bounds by Carter.
I think it was knocked away and he went to get it.
So the Trojans have it with 3:19 to play. Third quarter. 1-2-2 again. Here's Arterburn. Sends it over to Dial. Down to Mosby. He puts it up. It is good. Nope. Charging foul.
We haven't got any breaks there tonight. Usually we're the ones taking them. I think Allen County's got a couple, and it looked like he kind of come up underneath him. But nonetheless, we wipe away an opportunity to three-point play and keep it a 4-point advantage.
Mosby's second personal. That's the second team foul on Barren here in the second half. Rippey with a basketball. Right side and knocked away. Stolen by Stevens. Got a 2-on-1. Stevens will go to the basket, puts it up and rolls it off the rim. And the ball knocked out of bounds. And the Trojans will get it back underneath. 2:53 to play here in the third quarter. Stevens will toss it in, left side of the bucket. Stevens sends it out to Dial. 3 in the air. Boom!
We've been good from deep tonight. Is that our fifth?
Fifth People's Bank three-pointer. 35-28. Here's a three-point try that's high off the mark. Ball slapped down long. Rippey got it. And timeout by Lex Lindsay.
And they haven't been good for three-point range. They have 0 three-pointers.
Right.
That's a 15-point difference from behind the arc. When you look at, they do have a couple more free throws, but they haven't been any more successful there than we have. Actually, we're got a 1-point advantage just on the makes now from the free throws since we've added a couple this quarter.
Yep. Again, Thursday night, Trojanettes will be at Thomas Nelson High School up in Bardstown. JV game starts at 5 with the varsity game about 6:15 to 6:30. We'll have the broadcast here on Nash Icon. And again, Friday night, we'll be on the road at Monroe County. Next week, we go to Caverna. Then we're home against Edmonson County and Russellville. And Russellville on December the 16th, a week from Friday, is homecoming before we get into all the holiday tournaments.
That's on a, what night you said?
Which one?
Russellville homecoming game?
It's on Friday, the 16th.
Friday night? Yeah. I think it's happened before, but it's been very odd where you have homecoming before the Christmas break. It's only been a few weeks since we had the football homecoming.
Right.
Ideally, you would like to spread it out, put it towards the middle to end of January.
Trojans lead 35-28. 2:36 to play here in the third quarter. As Ward will inbound for the Patriots. Comes out to Rippey. Rippey works against Parker Stevens. Bounce pass right. Comes to Carter. Clark, excuse me. Back over it goes to Rippey. Rippey wants to drive. He walked. No whistle there. And working inside. Puts it up and in. That's Marcus Carter for his 8th point. 35-30. 2:10 to go. Third period. Arterburn with the basketball. Off the dial. Cross-court pass comes to Stevens. And now Stevens putting down the dribble. Sends it over to Arterburn. In the middle there to Mosby. Right of the lane. Back to Stevens. Stevens dumps in there to Smith. A little right-handed hook shot. Going to roll in. Well, baby hook, they call it.
A little good right-handed half hook that he got because he had established position right in the middle of the lane.
Tyler Smith with his 6th point of the game. 37-30 Trojans. Here's Rippey with the basketball. Right side, they work it in the lane, and the crowd shot goes up, and a block on Tyler Smith. His second, team's third. Going to the free throw line is Sam Clark, 6'2 junior, 0 for 2 at the stripe tonight. And this shot goes up, and it clangs off the front of the rim. Branson London returning to the Trojan lineup for Tyler Mosby. Mosby has done a great job while he's been in there. He's scored 9 points, a 3-pointer, 6 points there in the second quarter. 2 for 2 at the line. Free throw by Clark is good this time for his first point of the game. Lead is 6 for Barren. 37-31, a minute 32 to play here in the third. Ball comes in to Parker Stevens. Stevens sends it back over to Arterburn. Now whips it in there to Dial. Now to London. Cross the lane. Intended for Smith. It's loose on the floor. Turnover by Barren. Carver with the basketball. Knocked away by Arterburn and out of bounds. Stays with the Patriots with a minute 16 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Rippey. Sends it over the left side of Fisher. Back to Rippey out front. A minute 12 to play. Bounce pass right off to Fisher. Pass deflected by Stevens, but caught by Rippey. Back over the left side now. Carter. And here's a pass deflected up in the air by London. Caught by Smith. He'll get rid of the basketball to Arterburn. 56 seconds to go, third quarter. Stevens with it. Off the dial. Fires it to London. 8-footer. Good. Branson London is 8 points. 39-31 Trojans. 44 seconds to play. Here in the third. Rippey with the basketball. Bounce pass. Around the perimeter left. It goes to Ward. Looking down low in there for Carver. Can't get it to him. Has to bounce it back out to Rippey with 30 seconds to play in the third. Rippey. Right side over to Fisher. Fisher, one dribble. Bounce pass off to Rippey. 3 in the air. Got it. First field goal of the night for Brett Rippey. Got a couple of free throws back in the second period. 39-34. Trojans lead is 5. Stevens gets it back over to Arterburn. Gets it in front court now. And now fires it off to London. London will fire up a 10-footer, and he hits it. That will end the third. Barren County leads it 41-34 over Allen County Scottsville. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this timeout as you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
just $39.99. Spread some holiday cheer with girls' festive sweaters for only $19.99. And give a cozy night's sleep with men's sleep sets, just $19.99. Kohl's. Select styles offer valid 12/6 through 12/10. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
You're listening to Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This is Barren County School Superintendent Bo Matthews. Go Trojans!
Trojans 41, Patriots 34 as we start the fourth quarter. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here at Trojan Gym. Fourth quarter brought to you by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. And here's Jared Coomer trying to drive for the bucket. Got a blocking foul on Jack Ward. It'll be his first, team's second. Jared Coomer back in the lineup here in the fourth quarter, playing with 3 fouls. He's only played a little under 15 minutes in this game tonight. Parker Stevens has played the full 24 minutes. London will toss it in, right side of the bucket. Comes out in the corner to Coomer, out to Stevens, right of the key. He'll dribble it left. London, 3, no good. Rebound to Ward for Allen County Scottsville. Gives it off to Rippey. Down court, has a collision with Branson London. Kirby Carver is going to be his second personal foul. Number 3 on the Patriots here in the second half.
Put himself into position. Took one right in the chest.
And Parker Stevens will handle it for Barren County. Stevens goes left side, reverses right, gives it off to London. A little high there, turns and fires over Carver, short. Coomer saves it in bounds, back to London. Now bounce pass in there to Mosby. He puts it up and into the lane.
Wide open on the early cut, but we couldn't deliver the pass. Made up for it off the save and converted in the possession in the end.
11 for Mosby now, and it's 43-34. Largest lead of the night for Barren County at the 7:03 mark. Here's Ward, giving it off to Rippey. Right side corner is Fisher. Back out to Rippey, stops and pops a 3, and he knocks it down. That's a long one. That's his second tray of the game.
Only person knocked one down. You have to know and recognize the shooters. He's about the only one that's dangerous from the outside. Everybody else, you have to stop the drive.
Yeah, 43-37. London with it on the right side. Out to Mosby. He wanted to shoot that 3, and here's Stevens again on the left wing. Stevens looking. Out to Dial. Now Dial fires it off to Mosby. He set 3-pointer short. And London with the offensive rebound. He's going to put it up from 12, and he knocks it down.
Defense kind of relaxed and left him alone. It didn't look good off Mosby's hand, and Branson was able to follow where it was going to land and get the putback.
45-37. The Trojans lead is 8. 6:13 to play. And here's Ward with it out front. Gets rid of the basketball to Rippey. Right side corner is Fisher. Cross-court pass back to Ward. Ward sends it off to Rippey. Out of the corner, Fisher. Back to Rippey. 2-3 zone by Barren County. In the corner. They give it to Carter. Back out now to Ward. 8-point Trojan lead. 5:47 to play in the game. They go down in low. A leaning shot missed short. Didn't even draw iron. Here's London with it for the Trojans. London's going to stop. He's going to pop 3. No good. And loose ball on the floor. Dial gets rid of the basketball to Mosby. Over to Coomer. 18-footer is no good. And rebound to Carter. Here's a pass picked off by Coomer. And he gets bumped by Rippey. That'll be his second. Team's fourth. Trojans will have the basketball with 5:23 to play. As Garrett Hardeman returning to the lineup for Chase Dial. Coming back in for Allen County Scottsville is Dylan Reed. Also, number 30, Will Calvert in the ballgame, a 6'3 senior. Jared Coomer will toss it in to Parker Stevens. Now Stevens handles it out front. Bounce pass right over to Hardeman. Hardeman now one dribble out to Mosby. Swings it left over to Stevens. Stevens out to London. Right side over to Arterburn. Now Arterburn out to Jared Coomer. What do we got here? A foul on Jack Ward, his second, team's fifth. So with 5:12 to go, Trojans basketball leading by 8. Stevens, right side of the bucket to toss it in. Lobs it into Coomer. He puts it up and missed it off the front of the rim. Allen County Scottsville back the other way. Here's Ward. Stops and looks. And now bounces it out to Rippey. Rippey now gives it to Fisher. Back to Rippey. Go right side with it over to Reed. Fires it in there to Fisher in the lane. Shot comes up short. Coomer the rebound for Barren. And we're going to get an intentional foul here on Will Calvert. His first, team 6th. And it's going to put Branson London at the free throw line. The officials now coming together.
We just got a question about a previous call. There's no question or anything in doubt about what's transpired with that intentional foul. Just clarifying a foul that happened maybe a possession ago.
So a little break in the action here with 4:52 to play. And so Branson London will shoot 2 free throws. First of 2 on the way, spins out. We'll get one more. And he got that one. 46-37, Trojans, 4:52 left to play. It'll be Barren County's basketball. As Coomer will toss it in, comes into Stevens. Now Stevens works it in front court, angles off to the left. Picks up his dribble, gives to Coomer. Coomer drives strong to the bucket. Had it swatted away out of bounds.
That's much different than how he went about that play the first game this season at Greene County. That time he was much more aggressive towards the rim, and that's how you want to execute that.
Stevens underneath the Mosby. Little pump fake. Oh, he gets hammered going up.
Left no doubt that they had to blow the whistle that time.
Foul is on Fisher. Number 2 on Fisher. That's a 17 foul against Allen County Scottsville here in the second half.
The disparities the other way around. It was
10-4 in the first half. And this half it's 7-3. Free throw is up and it's good for Mosby. Tyler Mosby's had a good game tonight. He's got 12 points in the game.
I think Mosby and Smith in a lot of ways are interchangeable. If one's not playing well, the other one hopefully is. You just can't have a night, especially with Bandy out right now, where both of them are having an off night.
Mosby puts it up, and it hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Allen County Scottsville. 10-point lead for the Trojans, 4:28 to play in the basketball game. And here's Rippey with the basketball for ACS. Sends it over to Ward. And now goes back to Ward from Rippey. He's going to penetrate into the lane. Jumping in the corner. Three-pointer in the air. No good for Clark. Ball tipped out by London. Stevens has it. Trojans on the run. Off to Arterburn. Layup. Good.
No-look pass for the assist by Parker. And that's how you execute a 3 on 1 break.
Mosby may have got hit in the nose there. He's holding his nose there for a second. Got a full timeout here with 4:04 to go. Trojans 49, Allen County Scottsville 37 as we take a look at a Coca-Cola scoreboard check here. Somerset leads Glasgow after 3, 63-40.
And Russellville, our opponent a week from this Friday for homecoming, right before we go on to Christmas break, has flipped the script. At halftime, they were down 6 to Warren East. Now they're up 6 with just 6 minutes left in the game.
Bowling results from today. The boys lost a very close one tonight. Only 64 pins separated them, 3-4. Girls won 7-0. Carter West led the boys with a 223, and Samantha Endicott led the girls with a 179 in bowling this afternoon.
Been fairly successful in bowling the last few years. Both the boys and the girls have been to state, regional runner-up. The girls the last 2 years and boys last year.
Allen County Scottsville's basketball. Carver will toss it in as it comes into Clark.
12-point deficit seems like a ton in a low-scoring game like this.
Just under 4 minutes to play. Here's Ward. Over to Rippey on the left side. Sends it back out to Clark. Back to Ward. Sends it right in underneath. Carver lost it between his legs. Picked it back up, though. Puts it up. It is rolling in. Carver with 8. 49-39. 3.5 minutes to go here in this ball game. Here's Stevens. Lobs it off in there to Mosby at the right elbow. Gives to London. Now London working off the screen right. Picks up his dribble. Feeds it to Stevens at the free throw line. Backs away. Back over to London. Long range right. London back to Stevens. He's open straight away. Lets it fly for 3. It is, halfway down it came out. Allen County Scottsville back the other way. 3:04 left to go.
Could have gotten that one to go. That would have effectively ended it.
Yeah. Here's Ward. Pass picked off by Mosby. They threw it toward the right corner. Arterburn up to London.
Want to run clock now.
Back out to Arterburn. Fires it down to Coomer. He'll put it up and in. Unless we get a layup. 10 points for Jared Coomer. 51-39. Trojans lead is 12. We come close to 2.5 minutes left to go in this game.
Played much better in the second half.
Ward in the left corner now to Carter. Back out to Ward. Ward bounce pass out front around the right side corner. 3 in the air. Good for Rippey. That's his third one and the second one here in the fourth quarter. We got a 30-second timeout called by Lex Lindsay and the Patriots with 2:18 to go in the game. Trojans 51, the Patriots 42. Stay tuned for the Coca-Cola postgame report. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. We'll take a look at the postgame stats presented by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. And Coach Warren Cunningham's comments tonight brought to you by McDonald's, now serving breakfast all day, every day. I'm loving it. And a new store opening soon in Glasgow.
That's a 6-point flip right there. Parker's that went all the way down and then decided to come out, and then the make down there. Prior to that bucket, Allen County had only scored 5 points in the quarter.
London will put the ball into play. Try to run out there, but couldn't get it to develop. London gets it back from Coomer. Now London picks up his dribble, goes to Stevens. Stevens being chased out there. Back to London. Going to have to get him across. Just in time. Bounces back out to Stevens. 2:05 left to go. And now Stevens putting down the dribble against Clark. Needs some help out there. Goes over to Arterburn on the right side. Back out to Stevens.
Got plenty of timeouts. Got 4 if we get in trouble.
In the middle it goes to Mosby. A bad pass in there. Try to go to Coomer with it. And driving to the basket, we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be Marcus Carter going to the free throw line for the Patriots.
Should be on the floor. But especially since they called the other one on the floor way back earlier in the game. But he got stripped before he actually made a shooting motion, I thought.
Foul was on Arterburn, his first, team's 4th. Free throw in and out by Carter. And Caden Ross back in the game for Allen County Scottsville along with Fisher. Tyler Smith coming in for Tyler Mosby for the Trojans. Back of the line is Marcus Carter, 6'4" junior. His free throw is up and it's good. 51-43. A minute 46 to play. London, run out. Coming to Coomer. Threw it too long. The turnover back to the Patriots.
He had it maybe if he put a little air under it. Jared would have been able to track that one down, but they get it out under their rim. Minute 42, down 8.
Ward will toss it in, left of the bucket. And gets it in there. Trying to go up with it. Partially blocked by Coomer. Off the shot by Carter. And here comes Coomer racing down the floor. Pass is deflected, but London catches it. He goes in. Shot rejected by Clark and out of bounds.
A little too passive with it. Took him a little bit longer than he thought it would to catch and try to score and allow the defense to catch up. Jared, with that block on the other end, he's got at least 5, I think. He pinned a couple early just with his hand straight up.
Stevens to toss it in. Brings it out long to London. Well, there's a lot of hands all over London right there. It's going to be on Sam Clark, his second. Team's 8th. And that will put Branson London back to the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 tonight. 13 points in the game. Actually got 3 guys in double figures tonight for Barren. Here's London's free throw toss. Good. 52-43. Trojans with a minute 33 to play. 14 for London. Coomer has 10. Mosby has 12. Free throw good for London.
Scored 24 in the first half, and we've surpassed that here in the second.
53-43. Clark off to Rippey. Back in the corner to Clark for 3. Got it.
I think he banked it in.
I believe he did too. I believe it brushed the window and went in.
Still not over. 7-point game, and they are now the ones that have hit 3 threes here in this quarter, where it was us that hit several threes in the second and the third periods to take the lead, extend the lead, and they're trying to get back in it.
So Coca-Cola timeout with a minute 20 to play. It's Barren County 53, Allen County Scottsville 46. Trojanettes falling tonight to the Lady Patriots 46-39. And Coach Piper Lindsay's ball club back in action Thursday night up in Bardstown to take on Thomas Nelson. Right, that broadcast for you right after the JV game.
Thomas Nelson, we played here last year. I think they beat us by about 7.
And also played them in a tournament, I think, 2 years ago up somewhere at Taylor County.
Campbellsville, yeah. Played him.
Court gets rid of it to Arneberg. Going to have to get it across the line, and does. We got a foul.
Barely got it across, but knew the foul was coming pretty quick. That's why Warren didn't call the timeout.
Foul is on Caden Ross. That'll be his first personal, number 9 of the Patriots here in the second half. And Brett Rippey back in the game now for Coach Lex Lindsay's ball club. Garrett Arneberg at the line. A couple of baskets tonight. One of those a three-pointer. Puts it up and in and out. Rebound Carver for ACS. Minute 6 to play. And here's Brett Rippey with it on the right side. Rippey wants to drive. Stevens cuts him off. Here's a 3 in the air that is going to bounce off the rim for Carter. Barren County with a rebound. And up court, here comes Coomer. Slam! 55-46. 3 by Rippey. It is going to come off. Crashing the board. Trojans, and Stevens is going to be fouled.
That was a deep 3 way back here at the volleyball line.
And that foul will put Stevens puts it up and in. It's his 3rd point of the game. And he has not been out of this game at all tonight. I think he has played the full 32 minutes.
Yep.
Puts it up and in. Nothing but net on both of them. Pushes the lead out to 11 at 57-46. 35 seconds to play. Rippey with a basketball for Allen County Scottsville. Right side is Clark. Out to Ward. Ford swatted away from behind by Arterburn, a foul.
That's a big positive to what you just mentioned a while ago. When your point guard has a motor that can go for 32 minutes and you can't tell a difference. His personality, we were talking earlier that some of them have hard to get up for games just because of their personality, but his personality is that way too. His is just even keel. You do want that in your point guard, just somebody that you can't rattle very easily, and that's what he has in common with Nick May, Barrett Billingsley, and those kids that we've had over the last few years that have done an excellent job at that position.
Going to get some changes in both lineups here with 23.6 seconds to play as the Trojans have Brandon Reed in the ball game, Harrison Davis, Landon Key, Dalton Ford, and I'll have to check the other one. There's a three-pointer out of the corner. Here's the top of the backboard. Loose ball on the floor. Reed has it, and the ball knocked away. And a collision there. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to, actually got a foul here.
That was on number 21, Brandon Reed, his first and fifth.
So that is the 16th foul against the Trojans with 15.2 seconds to play. As the ball comes in, here's a shot off the glass, no good. Got a whistle, foul on the rebound with 10.8 seconds to go. And it's going to be two shots coming as we walk to the other end of the floor. Michael Harbison at the line. Number 44, 6'2", 155 sophomore. Will put it up, and it's short. He'll get one more try at it here. I think we've got everybody mentioned, don't we? Harrison Davis, Landon Key. Both those guys are sophomores. Dalton Ford. Free throw missed again by Harbison. 9 seconds to play. Caden Ross will bring it in front court. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here's a three-pointer at the buzzer off the back iron, and that ends the game. The Trojans win it 57-46 over Allen County Scottsville tonight. Patriots fall to 1-2 on the season, 0-1 in the district. Barren County improves to 3-0 overall, 1-0 in district play. We'll come back with the post-game report brought to you by Coca-Cola in just a moment. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
This has been a BCHS Live production. Remember to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow on Twitter. BCHS Live. Everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.